Hey guys, Rich here. Welcome back to the RC Informer YouTube channel. Let's see who's here in the house. Welcome everybody to the channel. And if you guys give me a thumbs up, let me know that y'all are in the house and that you guys are getting some good audio. I'm showing on my stream that we're doing fairly well here. So just want to check in with everybody. A little special effects check. Make sure that my upper view is working. Y'all can see me? All right. It's working good. Very good. Scroll back. All right. If you guys are picking me up, let me know. Let me know you got sound and good audio and all that. JCB67's here. Third day RC. That looks sharp. All right. Let's see what we got here. Mike SSI's in the house. Victor RC EDF Jets. Pilot says busy day for me. Not chat much, but we'll be lurking. I appreciate you lurking, Victor. It's awesome to have you here. Josh A is around. Mike SSI, King N. Hello from Greece. Yeah, shout out where you guys are from. We got King N from Greece. That's awesome. Third day RC. Mike Bird again. Gary S. All good. All right, let me know. Sound is good. Mike Bird's here again. So 25 guys in here. We'll give everybody some time to get into the chat here. Paul Slate says, spot on, Rich. Good evening. Hanger 51. Thank you, Rich. It says 5x5. So I appreciate that, guys, definitely. We'll get to going on some of this stuff. If you guys got questions to throw in there, go ahead, because we'll kind of wait for some guys to get in. I got the unbox right here. We're getting ready to do of the 105 millimeter diamond from Banana Hobby. Also got just up here for a little show and tell here is the Sirius, and you know, you guys get those at Banana Hobby. They're available for pre-order now. They'll be coming in soon, and they'll probably go out fast. So let's see. Paul Slades from Doncaster, England. So he's in the house. Jet Junkie's in here. All right. Victor. Hey Victor, I did get your messages. Okay. We'll promote your thing. In fact, you know what? I probably could do. You know what? I could probably do that now. Hang on a second. In fact, I'm going to do it the low-tech way though, because I forgot to load that up. But yeah, I want to get you that. Let's see what we got. Victor, I got you right here, man. Victor's down at the Osceola Flyers Cup, which I'm going to try and get there in a couple of weeks when they have this event. And he sent me the flyer, and I do need to start promoting that for everybody. Victor, you got to be in here somewhere. What the heck? I want to throw that up here and see. Here, where the heck, Victor, did you go? You're not that far down there. Here, let's see. Let me do this. Let me go, Victor. Let's see. There's Victor. Yeah, where's Victor at? What the heck? There you are. All right, here we go. 29th, May 29th. I know that was the cookout. Hey, Victor, if you're getting my voice, send it to my phone. Send me that flyer again, because I'll put that up like right now on the screen. If you send it to my phone, because they're having an event here coming up soon. So, but Victor, send it to my phone, and I'll throw it up here on the screen right away. I missed the May one because of all the stuff going on then, but I'm gonna try and come to that other one. So, send flyer. Now, there we go. So, yeah, Victor's real nice. Again, down there at the Osceola Flyers Club, I want to throw their banner up here. In fact, I think he emailed it to me. Let me look at that and see if that's in there. Let's see, who else we got here? Clark Place is here. Says great videos. Thanks, Captain or RC Captain Mike Keller. He's here from Michigan. Brad Hansen from Atlanta. And who else we got? Lee Davidson's hangar. Yeah. Hamilton's here. Hamilton. Shay is here. Shay's in the house. Mike Bird, glad to see you. Yeah, I'm dying to get to this one. My girlfriend saw this and she's like, man, that's sharp. That looks cool. So, yeah, it should be, it's a pretty cool looking airplane. So it's based off a turbine and all that kind of stuff. So let's see. Aaron Phillips is here. All right. So let's see if Victor's sending me that stuff, because I do want to put it up here in a low-tech way. Let's see if I can find. Victor, send that to me if you got it. Oh, yeah, all right, he came through. Woo, yeah. All right, guys, so here it is. here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go zooming in the old-fashioned way. We're not going to get too fancy here, so because I forgot to load it on my screen. But here's what we're going to try. Here, let me do this. Let me scroll this down. If you guys can make this, okay, I'm going to zoom this in. Let's see if I can make this happen in the low-tech realm of things here. There we go. See that? Look at that. You can even go low-tech and make it work. So this is a fun flyer, fundraiser at the Osceola Flyers. It's actually right up there. It's kind of hard to see. And there's all the details on it, so if you guys can make it out to that, and I'll be promoting it a little more here as time goes on. So donations will be given to the Eagle Scout Troops, 192 St. Cloud. That's July 24th, 8 a.m. to sundown. These guys are awesome down there. They actually fly a lot of glow and gas and turbine down there even too. So it looks like there's meal combo includes, all right, so there's meal combos there. They're going to have food, all kinds of stuff. So check this out, guys. Osceola Flyers. I'll try to put that up more officially. And we'll promote it on the RC Informer YouTube channel because it's a great group of guys down there, great flying there, good field to fly at. You can fly anything off. It's grass, but you know, you can fly the heck out of anything. So there's all the contacts there. And again, we'll be promoting this soon. I got real busy with a bunch of stuff, so I just didn't have time and I forgot to post it. So we'll get this up there. So check it out, guys. And you know, hopefully I'll be there. So I'll plan to get on down there, and hopefully maybe I'll see if I can bring a plane for the giveaway. See if I can get some of that stuff done. So anyway, let's see what we got. Who else is in the house here? Hangar 51, Pontiac F. Hey everybody, Mike Bird, Hamilton's Hangar. Is Kenny here? Yeah, Hangar 51. That's right. Kenny's here. Let's see. Hamilton, things have been beyond busy my way lately, man. Yeah, it happens that way. That's how it is. All right, so guys, we're going to get to it, I think. So we'll get right to it. Again, guys, we've got the Sirius here. You know, the first customer, or the first kind of launch, you know, dealer for it is the Banana Hobby. They're going to have it soon, and when they come in, they're probably going to go pretty quick. So, you know, no crazy deals on it. It's not in stock, but you can get it. Pre-order it now for I think it's like $389. So and that's it. So that includes the shipping and all that. So yeah, it's a good deal on it. Flies great. Let's see. Bruce Beamer says no takeoff fee, but got to pay to land. Yeah, classic. That's right. Let's see. Med Scott, what's up? Jess Harris, nice bird. All right, guys. Let's get. Let me put the Sirius down. I'm going to park it on over here and put that away. This thing's been flying beautifully. And we're going to do more videos for everybody, and we'll have that out for everybody here shortly. And just a nice flying model. It's been doing well. Had it at Jet Jam flying around, flew fantastic. So you know, can't complain about this thing. It's pretty awesome. So Banana Hobby's probably going to be carrying, you know, all of the future X-Fly stuff. So it's probably going to be your home for all of that, all the X-Fly models. And let's see, looking at the chat log, Med Scott 2 says, what's up? Jess Harris is here, Bill Barbie. Jetman says, hi Rich, thanks for coming folks. Yeah, I appreciate it. Also another really great stand I got here is this cruising stand. I don't know if John Zinn's making these or not, but he's in the USA. I'm always plugging these because it's a US company, and you know, again, I don't get anything out of it, just trying to help out another U.S. company. So check it out at Cruisin'. I think it's cruisin.com. So these are great tabletop stands. So sometimes the other stands don't work, but this one's kind of flat and low profile enough that I can get some things on there. That's why I got it here, because we may get this on it depending on how high or low like it needs to be. So, and then my other two stands, which I brought both because I think I might need the Mega. Again, there's your regular Ernst and your Mega Ernst stands. The Ernst guys are awesome. They supplied they supplied stands to all the events I just went at, even at Jet Jam. They gave us like half a dozen of them to give away to everybody. So Ernst Manufacturing, again, another U.S. company. So I really like promoting all the U.S. companies, and these are just some of the nicest stands that break down easy. This is for the big model. So I brought this because I might need it for this. I might need it for this show. So anyway. Quick check again on my upper camera. Sometimes that locks up. You can see my logo there. All right, and now we're back. So we got about 40 guys here. So let's see. John Shack is here. Hey, Rich. Hello, everyone. Let's see what we got. Lee Davidson's Hangar still here. Bitco is selling them too. Yeah, Bitco's selling them, but I don't think like when the Sirius, I don't think they got them. They're selling them, but I don't think they really got them in stock. I think they're doing a drop ship. So you guys would know better than me. And I think if you put, like if you go and you try to buy one from them and you put it in your cart, I think it shows some pretty steep shipping on that because I think they're drop shipping from some location. So it's, you know, it doesn't really, they don't really have them, I don't think. I think it's being sent from somewhere, so overseas, and that costs you guys more money. So that's why I'm kind of like, well, if you just, you know, get a straight deal on it where it's actually in stock somewhere, you don't have to pay a huge amount of shipping. That's where Banana Hobby kind of comes in. They just have, you know, they're running a straight deal where they're waiting for it to come into stock. Once it's in stock, it's there, and you guys don't pay any shipping. It's included in the price of the plane, so it's basically free shipping, so which is nice. So let's see what else we got. JP says, hello, Rich. I'm not sure which JP is. Is that our actual JP? Is that our JP fan guy, or is that just JP? I'm not sure. So, all right, guys, we've got the Diamond here. This is the next in the lineup of the 105 millimeter series of jets, which I forgot to take these foam pieces off. I use a lot of these foam pieces that come in all of these airplanes to support other planes to keep them from getting dinged up, so I will do that a lot. So, but this is the second in the series from the 105 millimeter L39 that I've been flying everywhere from Banana Hobby, and also this really nice MB339. You guys can check out all these videos on the channel, but these are the first two in the 105 millimeter line of jets at Banana Hobby, and now we've got the third to show you, which is the Diamond. And so you guys saw it on the thumbnail that I made, and that model was what's his name's shoot, who was it that Bob DePenta. Bob DePenta, like every time I bring a plane out or every plane that comes on the market, Bob DePenta buys. So he did he posted it yesterday or day before, and I said, hey, can I use some of your pictures? Because he took a couple photos. So that was from Bob. So thanks, Bob DePenta, for the picture you gave me. I used that for the thumbnail for this because I don't have this out of the box yet, obviously. So anyway, again, guys, all these 105 jets from Banana Hobby, they all come in this heavy duty, you know, it's a very thick cardboard, but it's a honeycomb cardboard. It's two pieces sandwiched together with honeycomb in the middle. So it's almost like a wood crate that it comes in, but here's what we got, folks, and hopefully without me spilling this all over the place, I'll show you how it looks here. It's pretty simple, you know, a bunch of foam again as usual. The wings come done. The beauty about this is a sport jet, you know, so I think it's about 6 screws to put this together. There's not a lot to it, and this is based off of a turbine sport jet model of the same name, you know, the Diamond. So, but this is a nice 105 millimeter 12 cell, you know, EDF version of the plane with all, you know, metal retracts like you'd see machined. I think they're still all JP brakes like the others. Brake controller board, flaps, you know, there's no speed brakes on this, but there's wheel brakes, so you need 7 channels. It's got really cool wingtip lights, which I'll kind of show you right up here once we get this. I'll try to get it plugged in and going for everybody, so we'll kind of see how that goes. And let me see if I can give you all a top view. Let's see if I can put this down here. Try out the special effects here, folks. We'll go to the top view so y'all can see it. It's kind of upside down, but that'll give you an idea of you know, how this is. I had this out. I pulled some of the parts out because I wanted to look at it because I'm really unfamiliar with the plane, but I wanted to get some familiarity with it so I can kind of talk to you guys a little more about it. But I just briefly kind of looked at it. So, but you know, here's your wing panels and how those look. I'll pull this out. In fact, I'm going to switch here for everybody and go to this to show you guys what this thing looks like. So there's a wing panel and how nice that is, and I can even zoom in for everyone so y'all can see how cool this thing looks. It's got this nice big plastic plate right here, okay, and that's a support for your landing gear. So it's nice that they got a big doubler on the other side because your landing gear plugs into the other side, you know, right there. So lots of landing gear support right here, you know, with plastic doublers and all that kind of stuff to make it tough. So, but what I'll do is I'm going to get all the parts out, but you can see how kind of neat this is. It's very sharp looking. It's got a light in here on the tip. If I scroll to my next screen, or here, let me go to the upper view, you can see how sharp looking, you know, this thing is. It's got a light in there, very cool. So one side's red, one side's green, and then even the on top of the vertical stabilizer, the rudder, it's got a white one. So, and these are all plastic tips on here. So really pretty sweet, man. They did a nice job. Finish looks nice. A couple little blemishes and stuff, and we'll talk about that as I show you all this stuff. We'll go back to the front view here, folks. So I'm going to try and stay with y'all's chats a little bit better this time. So, and all your comments and stuff. So let's see. Yeah, the stands. Laugh out loud. That's right. JP's new to the show. Hey, JP, thanks for coming. We got Cole Mayo. He's here. That's a new person I hadn't seen. What's up, Suzanne, I guess? But super nice wings, folks. Let me get to the next one. Let me stack this up back here. Not as many parts to this as there are the scale warbird. So again, lots of foam pieces, folks. You're going to have more than enough foam with all these Banana Hobby models. I'm sure Bob DePenta can testify to that. But it's nice because they're all form-fitting. You know, everything's kind of cut really to fit specifically there. It's kind of nice how they make all these. So if you need any extra packing material, any extra padding or whatever, you know, you got it in this box. So super nice wing. Let's get that one down there, and we'll get into all these things. And then let me give you guys a view. That's a nice foam block. When you get a big block like this, you can always use it to stand a plane on or something. So some of the other ones are kind of little, just variously, you know, just variable pieces of all kinds of stuff. And sometimes you can't really use those for some things. But all right, guys, there she is in the box. That's how it looks. So the beauty is the nose cone that you can see right here. That goes on actually with a carbon spar. There's a spar tube that puts it on, and then it goes onto the nose with magnets. So this plane is going to be easy to transport. Although it's kind of large, you're going to be able to transport it because the nose comes off just by pulling it right off. So nice, but very cool. They did it in this Air Force Thunderbirds kind of paint scheme, which is pretty sharp. You know, it's pretty neat looking, and it's packaged, you know, real nicely. So let me get this down here. We'll start pulling some parts out here, and in fact, I'll switch my camera view, let you guys see down in the box. Let's see what we got here. All right, we'll get down into here and see what we got. We'll get our nose cone out first. Let's pull this out of here, and we'll see how that looks. That's it right there. That's sharp, guys. Very, very sharp. Plastic tip there. Pretty cool. So I'm going to put that aside. So if I forget where I put it, go, hey, Rich, it's behind you. You put it back there. So we'll get rid of this. That's another foam block. There is looks like a spar down in here. So nice carbon spar. That's your main wing spar, and that's it. That's your main wing spar. That's all you got for the wing, but you know, you'll see how it goes together. It's actually a pretty darn tight fit. So let's get down into here. Actually, here's some instructions down here. There's your AF instructions, and we'll talk about that here shortly. I'll put those down, and then let's get the tail out. Although, let me see if I can get the tail out of here. It's down, way down here on the bottom. Another good block here to use. So save the big foam blocks. The rest of them probably toss. So although, you know, you could get a lot of this back in the box probably. This is really neat, this tail section. Look how nice that thing is. Yeah, they did a nice job. This piece I really hadn't had out or seen it. So a light up front and everything. So here, let's get that out. It's pretty basic. Let's see if I can tear those open in there, and we'll get on in there. It's like Christmas time here. So, all right. So who else we got here? Bruce Beamer's here. Jet Junkie. It almost doesn't look like foam. Yeah, it's pretty smooth. Let's see. Laugh Out Loud. No, Suzanne from Omahawks in Omaha, Nebraska. All right, interesting. Foam Boy RC, definitely picking one of these up. Yeah, hey, if you do get one, guys, please use my link below in the description. That supports the channel at no cost to you guys. I appreciate that. Everything I do, as you guys know, it's free channel here. So we do that for everybody. And then we bring these to events. And if you guys use our links, we do appreciate that. All right, this is awesome. Look how nice this is. Dual servos here, dual horns, rods, all submerged hinges. That's sharp. Nice job. And three hookups right here for your servos. So Again, check your servo. I got that video I put up there, how to save your plane, you know, by tightening your links, and I'll show you all that stuff. So we'll put this aside. Let me put this, let me see if I can find a place to put it. I'm running out of space. Put that down there. Yeah, that's a nice, that tail section is fantastic. Did a good job on that. All right, oop, bumped my camera. Sorry about that. All right, and then here we go. We'll take out the main. Actually, before I do that, on the side of your box here, folks, you're going to have stuff taped down here. So these are rods, horns, linkages, and these are your vertical, and these are your vertical stabilizer spars for your horizontal stabilizer. So these actually go into the horizontal, but they plug down into the vertical, and I'll show you that in the instructions. Rods, horns, linkages, or at least rods and linkages, and then a few screws to get them all in there. So that's really it for that. And then I'm going to put, oh, my fuselage is falling out. Gravity, see, it wants to fly, it wants to get out. So, all right, let's pull this out of here before we cause, you know, too much trouble here. I'm going to swap my camera around so y'all can kind of get back to here. Almost had a loss there. Let's see. All right, so there she is. We'll pull her out, get her out of the box, and let me get this little bag here. I'm going to kind of look through here. I don't really see too much else in here, so I'm looking down there. Yep, I left a clear drop zone down there, so I can put this down. So let's get that on the ground. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. So there we go, folks. That's what we got. So let's get, let me pull this bag off, and we will take a close look at this thing and get it on out of here. So let's pull this carefully out. There we go. It's coming our way, burning up. I'm not sure what that means. Lee Davidson, Shadow Ops is here. All right. Appreciate it when Shadow Ops is in the house, man. So I'm going to throw this over here, and I'm going to, as advertised, I'm going to get my Ernst stand because it is kind of the stand of all stands. But let's see what holds this airplane better, because some are better than others for different airplanes. Depends on what the shape of your plane is. So, but let's see. We're going to get this one on here so y'all can see it. Yeah, actually that's perfect for that. This is, again, the Ernst Manufacturing Mega Stand. So I got links in the description below, guys. I don't make anything from these, but it's a U.S. company, so I try to support them because they always support the hobby. So, but super nice. Look at that thing. That looks like a Buck Rogers spaceship or something here. All right, let's see. Oh, a little nose cone. I'm just going to show you this real fast. I'm going to put it on and off. But a couple things to note on the nose cone here is that you can see here, get my zoom action going on here. There's your spar. That's how that comes, with a magnet right there. So, and you've got a pretty nice long plastic nose cone on here. So, and then when you look at the airplane side of this, which I'll go ahead and I'll zoom up for everybody. The airplane side of this, coming to focus there, same deal right there. You can see it's got a magnet and a receiver tube, pretty much almost like a wing tube. So that's pretty much how, you know, this whole deal goes on there. And I'll widen it out so y'all can see how that fits. And that's really it, folks. You put your spar tube in there. If I can see it from here, see if I can get that going in sight unseen. There we go. And then boom, voila, it just goes right on. Okay, and the magnet is going to hold it in place. So this thing gets really long, really fast. Okay, so but it gets really short, really fast too. You can see how long this thing is, man. So you can see it ends up being this big, and I'll show you the specs here. We're looking at, I'll show you this from the top. We'll go there. That's what you're looking at for specifications. So, you know, you're looking at, what does that say, 1,245 millimeter wingspan, but it's 1,800 millimeters long. So it's a really long plane. It's border on 2 meters there. So it gets really, really long. So, but keep that in mind. It gets really long, really fast, but it also gets really short, really fast. So once you pull this thing off, it's relatively stubby, with the exception of the tail that goes on there. So, but that is it. You've got fuselage, right? You've got 2 wing panels that go on there, and you've got this horizontal stabilizer section. That's it, guys. It goes together pretty easily, and it's It's very well constructed. It's very solid, just like the L39, just like the MBB 339. It's real tough foam. I mean, it's really, they're using a really solid foam for this stuff, and the finish on it's real nice. There's a couple rough areas, but hey, that's foam, you know. Some areas are rough, some are not. So, but with that, let's take a look at the instruction manual. Let me see if you guys have any comments so far. Let's see. I love that stand myself. Yeah, Jess Harris. Yeah, and like I said, guys, Ernst Manufacturing. In fact, here's what I'm going to do for everybody real quick, and for Ernst, is let me pull up the website deal here. In fact, I didn't even put this on here. Let me pull this up. ERNST, Ernst Manufacturing. There they are. So if you guys want to support a U.S. company, you know, these are the guys to support for sure. Because they support all our events, folks. And I'm getting ready to put some more posting up because Ceph, the Rhine event, Jet Jam, man, these guys were awesome. They supported us, gave us lots of stands to give away for everybody. So I think you got to find where's the RC stuff? They usually have an RC section. Let's go RC. Let's see if that comes in. Yeah, RC products. If you click in the search box, go to RC products again. I'm just trying to plug this for these guys so they can kind of, you know, get some credit for this, because they're really awesome. Like I said, they really sponsor the event well, the events well. So here you go. There's your mega stand, your ultra stands, and then they've got tool organizers and stuff, and I use those all the time. So, and in fact, there's tool organizers. No, did I go to the right place? No, I probably went to the wrong place. Let me back that up. RC products. They usually have down in here a couple of, these are just the stands, and I use the darn tool organizers all the time. No, they're in here somewhere. I don't need to go too much into it, but anyway, that's where you go, guys. It's a great U.S. company, you know, to support. So, you know, check them out there. So let me close that up and show you guys what's going down with this thing. Let me pull up my chat window again and see what everybody's got going on. Let's see. No chance of losing sight of that bird with the pink. I think you guys are talking about with the Sky Sword or something. Yeah. You've got the pink 70mm. Bruce Beamer says he's got the pink 70mm Sky Sword. Flies great. Yeah, I've seen them fly. They fly awesome. And then I think they make a 90, but man, now we got a 105. I mean, this baby's huge. So let's see what we got. Yeah, Ernst fans are cool, or Ernst stands are good. Let's see, I had two of them, 70mm Sky Swords and a 90. So I have to get the 105, yeah. So, Jet Junkie just commented and said that I would think the turbine version of the foam is more dense, and that's true. When you get into the turbine version of these foam airplanes, they're made with a more dense foam. It's an EPO, I don't remember, I'm going to screw it up if I say it, but like 25 or 30 or 40 or 35 or something. But there's two densities of foams that they're using on these aerofoam models. So, and the most dense one is heavier, but it's stronger, and they use that on the turbines because they're flying, you know, a lot faster. So they use a lighter weight foam, and I think there's a servo difference. I think they also put a heavier duty servo in the turbine because, again, they're going a lot faster, folks. So yeah, it only kind of makes sense. So, and of course the turbines are more expensive too because because they have all that extra stuff in them, and you know then you got to put a turbine in it. So you know you're talking some money here. So, but geez, these are under $1,000. So you know, and in fact, you know what I'll do since we're on that, let me just real fast. I'm going to give them some pictures here when I get this out, get some photographs. But you know, you go to Banana Hobby. There's a Sirius, guys. Pre-order. You guys can get it, you know, as soon as it shows up, but they probably will be gone very quickly. So go to Foam Jets, let's click on that, and then again, here's your L39s, and then here's where we don't have the diamond right here, this little space over here, sorry, over this way, where it says image coming soon, that's the diamond right there. So you click on that. I'm going to take some photos, and I'm going to send some photos off to them to use for this picture, But you know, there's your pricing on it and everything there, so you guys can see what it is, and we'll have pictures. It's in stock. They have a few of them left, I think, because they've already sold a bunch to guys like Bob DePenta, who buys everything. So, you know, he's got one for sure. And we'll have, I don't even know if there's any videos or images. Yeah, there's nothing of it. So we're going to try and get a video out for everybody, just ASAP. So check it out. And again, guys, if you use my link in the description, that supports the channel. So appreciate that. So let's get on to this. I've got the chat log up, and let's look at some details on this thing. In fact, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to get you guys in on the manual first. I just switched views here. Let me get rid of the. Let me get rid of my website deal here. Sorry about that. And then, yeah, let's take a look at what this thing looks like. So here's our manual right here. You can kind of see how it looks. It's pretty basic. These manuals are meant for just basic construction. They're not meant to really fully, you know, get this whole thing together. So, I mean, they are, but they're not. I mean, some of this, they assume you guys know how to do some of this stuff. But there's your nose cone. There's your tail section going on there. And you can see it says sticky. They mean glue. So, see, there's your two spars going into your horizontal stabilizer, into that center section. And then you can see right here how that goes right on. And then there's screws. So, I think some guys might elect to glue the whole tail on there, just leave the tail glued on there. That's fine. I think the screws are probably strong enough, tough enough to hold it there, especially if you're flying upright, you won't have any problem. If you're doing inverted stuff, maybe a different story. So, and I think those are self-tapping screws in the back. I wish they made those machine, but you know, maybe in the future they'll do that, or I may add some threads to that. We'll see. And then over here you can see these are machine screws for your wings. So you got a spar with two screws. And that's it. Your plane is done, folks. You see the basic screws there. There's a bunch here, and I'm not sure what all those are for exactly. And then there's your specs on everything. It says 12-gram servo. There's one. The rest are 25, all installed. 180, 60 amp speed controller. You know, 12S. Oh, that's interesting. They do recommend a 3S 2200. That's actually what I run in mine for the receiver. That is. So, and you need two 12S 5 to 6 or 7,000s. I've been running 7,000s. In my other big 105s, and they run fine. So, and I think that's, there you go. Here's your CG. That's very important. 165 millimeters from the leading edge where it meets the fuselage. So we'll talk about that, and then they go into throws and stuff. So, and I'll talk about that during the flight demo. But that's really about it for the manual, guys. These are real basic manuals. They're kind of done that way, and they're just done simply because they're assuming. I think most of the guys that are going to buy these things, you know, you guys have done some RC before, so they look at it that way, and you know, they make them basic, so they assume you guys have some knowledge how to put it. And besides, it's pretty simple to put this thing together. It's not a big deal. So let's see, Rotor Masher is in here. Thanks for coming. He's got 3 of the 90s, so yeah, you need a 105. What's the compromise version, Shadow? I'm not sure what that is. Let's see. We got 1974 Dragon Killer. Lighter side of RC has composite one, not foam. Okay, yeah, there's some composite versions. Again, this is based on a turbine. Let's see. Yeah, this is from Aviation Designs. Yeah, that's from Germany. I think it's the same company. I might screw this up. I think it's the same company, Tomahawk, or whatever they make. Maybe I could be wrong about that. I'm not sure. They might be the guys that make the Futura too, but I'm not sure. Maybe you guys can correct me on that. So Robert Blott is here. Hey guys, Gooniac is in the house. Ray is here. So Ray, thanks for coming. Shadow Ops is here. So all right, let's see. Let me lower this down a bit. We'll get this fuselage out of the way here. Put some stuff down in the bottom tray. And let me see if I can find my... We're going to get this together in just a second here. So I'm going to probably use my Ernst thing here for the screws and stuff. So we'll get that in there shortly. And let's get on to talking about some of these parts though real quick. I'm going to just review them real quick, and then we'll get into everything. I'm going to start with the horizontal here because this thing is pretty darn nice. So let me kind of telephoto in there for everybody if I can get my thing working right here. But fit and finish on this part is super nice. You can see all this detail. You can see the upper right here. Your upper back plates, okay, for your horns. Horns are super tough. They're really nice metal, okay. Also, with all of these planes coming from Banana Hobby, okay, these 105 jets, now they got aluminum horns and stuff, but all of these screws right here, okay, every one of these things, these 4 screws that go into this, check them. I said this last time around too. Check when you tighten them just a little bit, make sure that they're going into the plastic, okay, on the other side right there. You can see that little square. I've seen a few where accidentally at the factory they screw them straight, not quite. They don't have the screw going quite straight down, like it goes at a sort of an angle, and it actually misses the plastic on the other side. So check them and look at them at least and make sure that they look like each screw is going straight in there. And if for some reason it looks like they're not going straight in there, back them out and then make sure they're going straight. And then you'll feel them bite into the plastic, because if they are not going into the plastic on the other side, remember you got assembly line workers here that sometimes don't do things perfectly. So check all of them. I'm talking the elevators, okay, these two. Check out the ailerons. Check out the flaps are a different kind actually, but check out all these metal, these 4 screws that hold these horns in place, okay? Make sure they're engaging, okay, the plastic on the other side, okay? And you'll know when you tighten it, you'll feel it tighten up. But anyway, aside from that, these are real nice servo boxes all the way around here. Your servo right here is screwed into this thing. So when you remove these 4 screws, if you ever have to change a servo or service it, when you pull this panel off, underneath your servo is screwed with 4 screws, okay, going into the hatch cover. So some of these other planes are larger ones. They're gluing all the servos in. Not with these. These are nice. This one is. These things are all, you know, they're all servo boxes to get your servos in, and nice aluminum horns. So, and you don't need the outer hole. I'm pretty sure with most of these, I've been putting them on the inner hole or the second to inner hole. So, and again, I'll talk about that more as I get this thing together. So. Lots of spar here. There's spar all up this thing. So it's nice and tough. If I take this thing, I got to arrange my camera because my sensor's out of the way. If you take this thing and try to flex it, you almost can't. It's tough. There's a whole ton of spar in here. And then this center section, which I'll kind of zoom here to show you guys up top, this center section right here is all plastic. Okay, it's really, really pretty tough. It's a nice centerpiece to mount everything, and it's glued in there pretty. So you don't have a foam piece that's being attached, okay, onto another foam piece. In fact, this is a plastic doubler up here where the 2 surfaces mate. So you got a plastic to plastic kind of mounting on there, which is actually pretty darn nice. So what I'm going to do for a second here, just to show you all this stuff, is I'm going to open some of these bags up. And what's up? What you got? Yeah, that's okay. You can do that. That's one of my kids there. They want to go across the street. Go hang out somewhere else. So they're going to go. All right, so here's what we got. These are some of the parts that come in here. These are 2 spars, folks. There you go. Let's see. Jet Junkie did. Glad they didn't glue the servos. Yeah, there's a lot of them that are glued in from some of these other companies. Hangar 51 says, Ray! Yeah, the blue did not look that good. Even the pink scheme on the 70 looked better than, and I hate pink. Yeah, that's true. Shadow, Victor! Everybody's yelling at each other. All right, cool. So here's your 2 spars, carbon spars. These are not fiberglass. And this is how these are going to go in, which I've never done this before. So this is the part that you got to glue in. They show this being glued in place. So there's 2 of these, okay, going in. Okay, so that's kind of how that's going to look. And I'll go up top so y'all can see how those plug right in. You're going to glue these in place. So you can probably use CA. I'm guessing you can use epoxy. You can use foam tack, probably whatever you want to use, whatever glues those in place well. So I'm thinking CA might work, but I'm thinking contact cement might be the thing to do. But you've got 3 leads here that are going to go into the top of the vertical, okay? Also here, you've got your light right there, a cool lens. Like I said, this one's white in each ring tip. One is green, one's red. So you got some, like a triangular lighting deal on this when it's coming at you, and I bet you that's going to look super cool. I hadn't seen this fly yet, of course, so, and then the tail, you've got a sharp tip on the end here. Let's see if I can get that right. See, I got a sharp tip right there. So, but very cool. Nice paint job all the way around. Looks like they did well. Let me see if I can get this angled right. Looks like they did pretty well on getting the colors on there. Looks like there's a little tiny bit of bubbling in the stickers, but you know, a little pin will probably get that out, and that's probably just from transport. Being in a shipping container, hot, cold, all that kind of stuff. for a month on the ocean or weeks on the ocean, whatever. But here's the best part is your hinges. The hinges on this are phenomenal. And that's how pretty much all these aerofoam planes are, is they've got these really nice hinges. Let me see if I can zoom, see if I can get in here a little better. Let me pull these out of here before I drop them all over the place. Let's see. And then here's your 2 screw mounting holes. You can see here. Let me zoom in there real fast. And this is, yeah, there's your mounting holes. Okay, that you're going to put 2 screws through the top side, and they're gonna tap on in. But here, check out your hinge work there. That's pretty sharp. See how nice that is? And there's 4 hinges in there. There's 4 really nice, probably plastic or nylon, possibly with a carbon tube type hinge or a metal pin or something along those lines. A lot of times they will run a tube. You can kind of see, let me see if I can open that up. You can kind of see down in there. In fact, let me try to tell you, let me do it this way. Let me try to flip it this way so y'all can see that a little bit better. Let me angle it so y'all can see down in there. But yeah, there's your hinges down in there. You can see. So there's probably a carbon spar of some sort down in there. I've seen these with carbon. Doesn't really need much, but you can see how nice they do on the hinging on this thing. They've just done a tremendous, just a really nice job. So, and that's it. So wings are the same way, you know, and we'll get into that here shortly. But that's your horizontal, you know, stabilizer. One-piece package where you put, again, 2 rods in here. You glue them in place, okay, just like that. And then you slide this down into the vertical. Let me get that zoomed. I'm going to have to realign my camera because my sensor's out of place. But so you slide this whole package right on top of here. This is plastic as well. And then 2 screws go in through the top, and that's it, man. You're done. This thing's, the tail section is on it. Yeah, obviously you got to make your connections. There's 3 connections. 2 elevators, and probably 1 for the light. This one here only has 2 wires on it, so that one's for your light there. So pretty neat. I'm going to put these back in the Ernst box there. Let's see, the Ernst storage bin. And then let's take a look at one of these wings. I got this one right here. I'll zoom to my my top view here so everybody can kind of see. There's your wing panel right there. Nice surface. They did a good job on the tape. You got your metal horns that are very, very smooth. They did a nice job on the horns. And then your landing gear here with your JP brakes, I'm pretty sure. All aluminum retracts, real nice. No doors, which is nice. It's a sport jet, so you know it keeps it simple for everybody. Here's your flaps, all pinned hinges. They did a nice job on the surface. Let me see if I can stand up here and show you all this maybe a little closer here. But yeah, you can see all these are really nicely flush mounted, really glued in place, nice. I would have liked to have seen a back plate on the other side. Future versions may have that, but I've been flying my MBB without that. Just always check with this horn on your flap. My L39 had 4 screws going through here where there's a back plate on this side, and that makes it a little tougher. So take a tug on this and make sure they did put enough glue into this, and you should be okay. But you can see there's your aluminum horn. It's very smooth to rotate this. It has a very glassy, very liquidy smoothness to it. So I'll probably use the 3rd hole for this. For the aileron, I'll probably end up using either the inner hole or maybe the second to inner hole, but we'll see when I get that going. Again, spar boxes everywhere. This is a spar box. A little bit of bubbling on the sticker, as you can see. Again, guys, I show you all the details. You can see it. This is probably from hot, cold, being transported on a boat. So, you know, a little pin will probably take that air out and you can flatten them down. That's really all that is. You can see there's sections of it here that are perfect. This section right here doesn't have a single really blemish in it. It's real nice. So, but they did a good job on the sticker application. And right here we've got your wireless wing connectors, I like to call them, or your multi-port connector here. Once you plug your wing in, you got your ailerons, flaps, landing gear, brakes, lights, all connected through this, so no wires or anything. Real tight wing spar all the way around, and you got your metal thread screws in here. So initially I thought these were self-tapping, but they're threaded. That's how they should be. So here's your aileron. You can see right here, again, many pieces for this aileron. So your wing is several pieces. This is one piece to the aileron. This is another piece. and this is another piece. And you have your totally awesome hinge right along here. So you've got 4 hinge points. And again, there's probably a tube running down the center, all submerged style hinge, so pretty much the best. Rods, horns, and linkages are pretty awesome on this, as they are with the other airplanes. There's a U.S. Air Force decal applied. Again, some bubbling in here I'm not excited about, but again, that's probably from hot and cold and stuff from shipping this on a boat. So I will stick a pin in that, and it may be a one-off on mine, but I'll stick a pin on those and just kind of flatten them out, and that probably will get rid of all that, not a big deal. It's kind of like in the old days when we had wood airplanes with monocoat. They would bubble and they would wrinkle, but you had to take a heat gun to them to kind of get them out. Same kind of thing with this. So, but there's your wingtip lens, very, very sharp. That sounds funny, but yeah, real sharp on that. Same thing with the back section. That's also plastic. So, but there's your wing. Normally this would be a wing tank, but it's sort of like a simulated tank or a pointy tube. So, but lots of wing spar running through here. You see one here. Main spar again runs through here. I can see a spar jig running all the way through, probably all the way up to there, and it's rigid. So, you know, to give you a whole look again of the wing, see how nice these are. It's almost hard to believe that this is a 12. What did they call this in here? This is the wingspan is 1200 millimeter, 1245. So, but it's sizable. It looks bigger than what they're calling it out to be. You know, it doesn't almost seem like it's 1245, but it is. So yeah, look at how nice. Look at how nice that is. It's pretty slick. I like the futuristic kind of U.S. Air Force on there. I think that looks pretty neat. And but they did a nice job. I mean, the wings look good. They're sharp looking. Another quick view here I'll give you of the hinge, because I think that's really noteworthy. They do nice. All these aerofoam planes have really nice hinge work that they did to them. So you can see here as I hold this, I'll try and get this right, but you can see how nice those are. They all turn around the center point, submerged style. Your flaps are very nice the way they operate, you know. You got metal pinned hinges there. They creak a little bit, but that's okay. And then flipping it around this way again, you can see how clean everything is on the top. And of course, these are kind of, you know, the flaps have a recessed area, submerged type that they do lock into, that they move into, they form fit. So, but yeah, there's your hinge, guys. Fantastic and really nice job that they did on these. So let me back out of here. Let's see, Jackson RC Aviations. Let's see, who else is in here saying stuff? Jet Junkie. Bob DePenter, my stickers came perfect. So Bob says his stickers came perfect. So I got a little bubbling in mine. It could be that mine was like on the top, maybe at the top of the pallet or something in the container. So, and the sun was, who knows what. But he said his came perfect. So mine a little blemished. So yeah. But again, it's like the old days when you used to get a plane with monocoat. They would bubble, wrinkle. You just kind of clean them out. Same thing with some of these. And these are stickers. They're not, I don't think they're decals. They put them on there. So, but they're like a pretty thick vinyl type deal. So, and Bob, since you're here, what did you think of your tail sticker? Because I'm going to show everybody that. Give me your honest thoughts on that little U.S. Air Force Thunderbird's tail logo, and tell me what your thought is on that. Let's see. Victor says some water slide decals, but yeah, get them to stick. So, all right. So let's put this down. I'll park this next to the other wing. We'll get this here in a second, and we'll see what's happening. So let me move this over. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take it off the stand and probably just show everybody a few things. I'm kind of eyeballing this myself because it's still new to me. You know, I looked at it a little bit, but anyway, let's see. Let me open up this window because I want to see what everybody's kind of saying here or what's going on. Nope, that's not going to work. Oh, here, let's try that. There we go. I got 62 guys watching. That's good for a Thursday. I didn't really plan this too far ahead because I wanted to get it done so I can get it out to the field, kind of fly it for everybody, get it going, get it set up, talk about the setup. I'm going to have a setup on the MB 339 coming really soon for you guys. So, but let's pull this off of here, and we'll take a look at, you know, some of the things that are on it, some of the features that are on it. And Bob, if you're here, I'll probably talk with you a little bit about some of these things. Let's see what Bob said. He's up there now. He said, didn't really give it much thought, spent all my attention towards the building. Okay, because you can see the tail sticker, it's a little peely. And so, I don't know, they used a little bit of a kind of a, I don't know, this looks like paper or something. So that was one little thing I kind of, but you know, I'll probably get one of those from Cali Graphics or order and change that. But everything else is awesome. I mean, the decals on this are killer. So, but yeah, if you get a chance, look at your U.S. Air Force or your Thunderbirds thing back there and tell me what you think when you have time to look at it. So, but this is cool, guys. There's lots of hatches on this. We talked about the front already with the magnet, so I'm going to kind of point this towards everybody. There's your front attachment for your cone, your nose cone. And then, you know, let's look at the back. You guys can see our motor in there. Let's see if I can get zoomed in. Let's see if we can get tight on that so everybody can see. Let's see, this is going to be a challenge. Here we go. We're going down the pipe, man. Everybody's going down. Let's see, let's get that in there. Okay, there's your motor, guys. There's your Aerofoam EDF 105. 750 kV, it's a 4270. AF models, baby. So real nice. It's a change sun fan, of course. And the change sun fans are working nice. I think Bob can probably comment on that. My change sun fan was working great for the MB339 that we flew, you know, over at, for mine that we flew at Jet Jam. So if you guys want to check out that video, okay, I'll throw it here for you. So you guys can see it. There's my website if you go there. Or just type in Banana Hobby MB339. And you can see I've got it here sort of in the middle, of the screen right there. You can see it. That was me at Jet Jam with it. We flew it like 3 or 4 times. I set it up, flew it there on the maiden flight. And this video shows the first 3 flights we did on it. So, and there's a couple tips on there for your nose gear and all that. But the bottom line is this video, and I'll click on it here. This video will show you, and make sure, guys, we don't have any noise coming through here. This video will give you an idea of the performance of this airplane, or with, and this is slow flight, okay? This is just me going by slowly. But this will give you guys an idea of the performance of the change sun fan. So this is one of the things I was interested to see, how well does it move that plane along. If it moves this plane along as well as it does, it probably is going to move this diamond along probably even better, because this diamond is small and less draggy. So let me see if I can go ahead a little bit, try and show another shot. There's another slow flight pass. But it performed, I thought, extremely well. So let me get back here just a little bit. Yeah, here's a pretty good pass. This is interesting. This shot right here, let me see if I can get back. Is this slow flight? No, that was my takeoff initially. Oh no, what just happened? Oh, sorry guys. I lost my screen there for a second. There I am taxiing out. Oh, sorry, I clicked on the wrong. I leaned on something and it got in the way here. There's my takeoff, I think. So here's a pass coming by. This is just to demonstrate the change sun fan. I think this was a full throttle pass. Again, this is a scale jet. So, and then there's an Avanti that I think I was overtaking right there before I turned. So, I mean, this thing moves along. This is stock fan. And again, this is my MB, which is, I think, draggier and heavier than this thing. So it should really move this diamond along quite well. So, but anyway, if you guys want to check that out, give you an idea of how the change sun fan performs. There I am coming by again pretty quick. I don't think you guys are getting any sound, but look at that move. That's stock power, folks. That's the change sun fan that you're seeing that I just showed you in the back of this darn thing. So yeah, let me pause that out. Ermeki, I think it's called Ermaki. Ermeki, I think is the Ermeki MB339. So, but here, let's look at the bottom of this. You can see your Thunderbird on the bottom, and this is a here. Let me move this out of the way. If you guys got questions, throw them out there, and I'll try to answer for everybody here. Let me get my live thing back up here. So, but yeah, they did a nice job right here. Look at that. Yeah, they did a real nice job. And this is not painted. This is a decal, a sticker, I mean. So look, they went to this detail to take the sticker, and they ran the sticker into the louvers. I mean, so this isn't painted. They stickered the louvers, so they spent some time on it. They did a pretty nice tape job with the louvers down there, with the intake, the cheater holes. So yeah, I mean it's pretty nice. Again, folks, no landing gear doors. Notice the nose here. No gear doors again, because it's a sport jet. They kind of just didn't want to put any of that stuff. Guniac Firebird, said what is it? MB339 flew great. These manufacturers But these manufacturers are being lazy. No way in hell they can't do larger in-runners. Yeah, well, you know, outrunners are torquey. That's the thing, is they got some torque to pull a bigger fan. So, but we'll see. I don't design these things, guys. I'm just showing them to you. So, let's see. Bob DePenta said the stock fans in these aerofoam jets have been fine. Lots of thrust. Yeah, they do a good job on the thrust. So, but let's take a look here. Here's your. Let's get into a little more detail here. Let me zoom here. I got to adjust that thing over there. It's driving me nuts. But here's your wings, okay, your wing connections, and your holes on the top where your screws go through. And there's your wireless or your single point wing connector right there where your wings plug in. And there's your spar tube slot. Spars are real tight on this thing. There's a little plastic piece right here for your intake so you don't dent or damage that. And then you get to your tail section here. And again, guys, check your horns. Submerged hinge all the way around, really nice. Check your 4 screws for your horns. Make sure they're in there. Same thing on the wing, again, same thing on the elevator. And then this was the sticker I didn't like so much. If you put it down, it stays down there. And if you don't care, Bob isn't too much into the stickers. He was more concerned with building it. But yeah, the sticker I thought back here, just the Air Force one, was kind of eh. So, but again, I'll probably get something Cali Graphics nice and put it on. Stars are applied nicely. Here's your vertical right here. Or your vertical mounts, the plastic mounting plate. So you guys can see right there, you know how nice that is. There's your 3 connectors, because we already looked at the elevator and where everything goes in. And there's your two screw holes, one here, and then one right back here, and that's where everything mounts. So I might actually take some of those brass inserts and self-tap some 3mm metrics in there, so I can remove it a little more often if I want to, because this plane will transport easy, but I think if you put the tail on it, it definitely makes the back, you know, a little bit bigger. So, and then also thrust tube area. Thrust tube on this is really, really short, and you know, there's what you got right there. I might run a ring of LEDs around here and use one of Ray's controllers back here, because you can pry this away. There's actually foam on the inside to support the tube, but in here you can peel this away. Get a burner ring in there, even though you can't put a center burner on it so well. You can put a burner ring around it. It'll probably light this up pretty darn good, because this will diffuse the light back here. So actually, Ray, I don't know if you sell them, but you ought to just sell your control board individually and sell a light ring also, because if you sell a light ring and a center burner, you can kind of get the best of both worlds, or at least, you know, be able to kind of do that with, or at least sell them to most markets and stuff. So hatches on this thing are pretty nice too. You got a forward hatch that comes off, and in fact, I'm going to zoom. I'm going to get tight on that so y'all can see the hatches. Let's see if we can get telephoto. Let's see. My camera is not okay, guys. I'm going to make a midstream change here, folks, because I'm having some angle problems with my. I'm going to go mess with my camera. Give me 2 seconds. You guys are going to see me in stereo here. Let's see, Shadow Ops. John T, what's up, buddy? Oh, John T's here. John T's in there hanging out. All right, guys, I'm going to make a small camera mod, so hopefully cross your fingers that I don't really mess up the space-time continuum here. So I'm going to grab my camera and move it up a little bit, because I'm missing out on a lot of... I'm not getting my... There we go. That'll probably be better. Let's see if we got... Let me zoom that back where it's supposed to be. Let's go full out on everything. Let me pan out here. Sorry, a little technical difficulties going on, but not a real bad problem or anything. Let me tap on that screen. Yeah, there we go. I think we're good to go. Let me just angle this a little more. Perfect. All right, very good. That'll work out nice. All right, now I should be able to access. What's going on is my camera is kind of moving and something is blocking the sensor, so I can't, my remote's not working that well. So, but here we go. All right, now we're back in business. Check this out. So for those of you who want to check this out, look at these are the hatch covers, okay, that you can see right here. And I'm going to zoom in tight for everybody so you can check that out. There's 2 of them, one for the canopy and one for the front section. So you reach that and push that forward, and it's spring loaded up, okay? One of the nicest latches that these things have on them is these spring type. And let me angle this so y'all can see this. These are some real nice spring up type deals, and I'm going to try to get this to, not sure if I'll be able to show that. Yeah, well, let me do it this way. I guess there's more than one way to sort of skin a cat, but there you go. That's what these look like. They're super, super nice. They've got a spring load to get that up. All these aerofoams have this on there. So again, you put your hatch on, you peel this up, or put your latch forward, and then it locks in place. So when you pull this forward, it springs up. And then when you put it back down, it locks into place. Let me try that again. See, it has a positive lock. It's not really gonna, shouldn't really come off of there. So anyway, I'll pop that one off. Tongue and groove there in the back to get this on. There's your hatch cover, looks real nice. And then here's your canopy cover. Same kind of latch mechanism. You pull that, and I think it comes up. I don't know if this one's spring loaded. This one may not be, but let me see. Let me back off here a little bit. On my zoom here, there we go. Let me get this off. There we go. We'll get that up and off, and there we go. There's your canopy, how that comes off. That one is not spring loaded, which is probably good. So that's just how they designed that one. I think that's how it is. The canopies are not spring loaded, okay? But the rest of the hatches that you need to get to are spring loaded. So, and that's how that is. Unfortunately, the canopy doesn't have a pilot. I wish they did. It's got a cooling hole in there. It fits perfectly. It's an absolute, you know, pretty much perfect fit on there. Let me get that. I'm going to do another set of that in place. Let's get the back in. Big tongue and groove in the back. That snaps in. You lift. You got to slide the latch forward just a hair, and then it locks in. So, but that's really it. It comes off pretty darn nice. I tell you, it seats nice. That's the thing. It seats in there perfectly. So, all right. And then here's the business end of everything. We got your change sun fan. I'm going to angle this so hopefully everyone can kind of see it. In fact, let me do it this way. Yeah, I keep changing my mind. Okay, this happens with almost all these aerofoam planes. So far, every one I've got, the speed controller has kind of popped off for shipping. So that actually goes down into there. I'm probably going to rearrange it like I usually do with my speed controllers, kind of put them where I like them, you know. But you got your fan, your change sun with your thrust tube attached. That just goes to the back. So real short thrust tube. You're talking maybe a 16-inch thrust tube, very short. And then you can see down in there your speed controller. The V-goods are awesome. They're working real nice. And then they have, again, sometimes that wood pops off, so make sure they're secured in place. And you've got your two AN150 connectors for your 12S battery system. And then up front, you've got all this stuff. So let me switch my camera angle here, because that'll probably be better for showing everybody this stuff. So let me kind of bang into there real quick. You guys can see how nice that fan is. Let me do a little zooming in on that so y'all can see. Get to the zoom button. There we go. There's your change sun fan, the stock fan. Again, same one I got in the MB339, and it's working beautifully. So lots of power on that airplane. So for this, it really should move this airplane along. There's your 3 wires running through there, right down there that hook up to your ESC. Again, the ESC, I'm probably going to secure it. If I were to take my best guess, I'm probably just going to line it up straight here. Everybody has their own preference, but I like to line it up straight and get it in front of the intakes or behind the intakes if I can. You got to be careful though, because you got a spar running through here, so yeah, actually I can't put it there. I can probably elevate it. I might actually elevate it and put it up, you know, just a little bit. So, but you got your spar tube coming through here, so you got to be careful definitely where you put it. So actually I might end up putting it sideways. That's actually not a bad area to put it, so I may do that. And then as you get down further into here, you've got some of these Velcro sticker areas that have actually come off. And what has happened is because of shipping, again, hot and cold with all this stuff going on. There's a brake controller board in here and a landing gear controller board and all that stuff, and it's kind of just jumbled in here. And actually, now that you guys mention it, let me look real quick. Let me look at this real quick. Here is our dual channel BEC that you guys can see. All of my 105 jets from Aerofoam have this. It's a dual channel. So these are your 2 output wires. One of them goes into the receiver. The other one goes into, I think it's the brake module. It's either the landing gear or the brake module. And you can see down here, here's your input wires down here. So your input wires you know, look like this. They've got these two. So you can run 2 receiver batteries if you want to. You really only need 1, but if you want some redundancy, I'm using 3 S22s. But anyway, you can see right here with the jumpers, one of these, and the same on all the airplanes. I think it's channel, do they channel at 1 and 2? Or maybe it's just left and right. But anyway, the left side that you can see here is jumped for 7 volts. That's for your brakes or your gear. I think it's your brakes. The one on the right is jumped for 6 volts. That's for your receiver. Okay, so this one's your receiver. This one's your brake board, I believe. It plugs into your brake module, your landing gear module, and that's pretty much it. Your wire package, your wire bundle here is kind of all ready to go in place, and that's it. Here's your battery floor in here. Your battery floor has a single strap. You guys know me. I'm probably going to add a second. I might just put 2 next to each other on this one. They're wide enough. Or I might make another strap slot here, or here, or here, or here. I'll figure all that stuff out like a little bit later on. I don't want to mess with it now. And then I'll use a shelf liner floor down there like I usually do. Also, because there's no landing gear door on the nose, you can see, I don't know if you can see right through there, air is going to come up through the wheel well and cool the batteries, speed controller, all that stuff. So it'll flow real nicely. So, but that'll give you an idea, guys, of the inside of this thing, how it looks, you know, what the deal is with this. Let me go full zoom out. But there's your compartment areas right there. So let me zoom here back to the front, go back to the front. And again, I'll kind of lay that out for everybody. You can see how that is. So, but anyway, nice, guys. They did a cool job. I like the intakes. These intakes are pretty cool looking, how air kind of comes in almost this little slot and goes in. Again, because the nose gear has no door on it, I'm trying not to smack anything. Because there's no door, there's plenty of airflow probably back into here, and that will come through into the top, into the fuselage. Cool down your batteries, speed control, a little cooling, that kind of thing. So let's see, I'm checking out right now, guys, the chat log. And let me see, all right, somebody's commenting. Shadow Up said, John T, no, my arthritis has been bad. Hanger 51 says, wait until Rich puts the nose back on Gavin. I'm not sure what that means. Let's see. Oh, Gavin's here, Gav Street. That plane looks really, here. Gav says, that plane looks really small considering the fan size. Haha, yeah, and that's good, man. Big fans, small planes go fast, right? So that's how that works. So, but anyway, let me see. Let me have a little drink here. Let's see who else we got. John T, you have any 103-degree weather? Gary S needs a full-on fire booty. Yeah, it would be nice to put one in here. Ray, you need to start selling some fire rings, though, man. Your controller board will be perfect. You can sell a fire ring with it. So for the planes that have have outrunners, so you can do that, man. I mean, people will get it from you. All right, let's see. I'm listening, but I can't chat much. Back to work. That's Victor. Sorry, Victor. Thanks for coming. Let's see. What do we got? X45, Mr. Raynard's here. Let's see, X45 conversion would be easy. Loads of room to move turbine forward. Yeah, you can put a fuel, but remember, they make a turbine version of this airplane. So remember, the turbine version of these planes uses a denser foam. So, you really wouldn't want to convert this one. You'd just want to get the turbine one if you're going to get a turbine. So check that out. I mean, they're a banana. In fact, let me look and see. I hadn't really looked that closely at it. I'm going to look real fast for everybody, real quick here. And let's see what websites. Let me see what I got. Let me go to Banana Harbor. Let me go to turbine jets and foam jets. Let's see what's there. Let's see what there is. There's the T45 turbine. There's the MB339 as well. That's the turbine version. That's the one in the camo, like the Air Force camo. L39s are there. There's the MiG. So they got a lot of nice planes. There's the turbine version, the yellow diamond. So here you go. There's a yellow diamond turbine. I don't know if that's global aerofoam. Yeah, so these are foam jets. You got a choice of getting one in yellow and red. And let me see what else. And then there is a Thunderbird. So man, you can get like, so if you wanted to get this one, let me click on it. I haven't even looked at this stuff. So yeah, if you wanted to get a turbine version of it, okay, you know, this would be it. And you got 3 colors to choose from. So yeah, they're more expensive, but that's because, you know, they're turbine models. So I don't know what else is in them, but let me go back here. And in fact, let's take a look at one of these. This is a red one in turbine. So yeah, okay, there's some detail on that. Let's see if there's some pictures. Yeah, there you go. Somebody took that from the wrong side. There you go. That's the correct side. So yeah, there's your foam, one of your foam turbine versions of this, and you can see how that looks. And it looks like there's just 2 pictures, but that gets the job done. You can kind of see what it is. So, but it's a heavier foam. You know, it's a heavier duty foam. Specifications. It says wingspan, length, same deal. Tells you about the turbines it needs for it. So I don't know if they go into, you know, they probably don't go into the type of, that's specs, spare parts, description. Let's see, I don't know if there's any descriptive stuff on it. Yep, nope, not really. So, yeah, Banana Hobby made their way back into the hobby with turbine models, guys. So, and then now they're branching into EDF. So they're making a lot of EDF versions of the turbine models because they're less expensive, you know, and you can get into them a little less. Most people have the batteries already. So, yeah, here's a yellow version of it. So that one's, well, someone says sold out, more to come, so more are coming. Everything is sold out nowadays. Okay, so these both are sold out, and although the Thunderbirds is in stock, even though there's no image of it, because these planes are so new, guys, so, you know, a lot of times there's no pictures like this one. So there's the picture I did of my X-Fly Sirius that I sent over to Banana Hobbies to use, so you guys can see that. And then also the MB339, those are the pictures I took. I took those at Jet Jam right on the runway, so they actually let me do that. So yeah, so but here's the MB. You can see that was my plane at Jet Jam, the one you see right back behind me, and I took some pictures on the center line there of my plane. And there's the blue one, the tricolore, and there's the military camouflage one. That's somewhere. This is probably the turbine model though. They just took a picture of it to use for the thing, so for the website. So anyway, that'll give you guys an idea on that. But let's get this airplane together. Let's see if I got people on my live stream. People are asking questions. Let's see. Jeff in Lower Alabama's here. Thanks for coming, Jeff. John T says, Gav, did you get your girlfriend flying? Let's see. Francisco Echevarria is here. Hello, Rich from Venezuela. Francisco Echevarria. All right. Echevarria. I think I said it right. Let's see. Collins Jets. What's your favorite jet from the 105? Me? Actually, so far of the 2, they're a little different. I think I'm kind of leaning towards the MB now. I really like the way that the L39 flies. It's a smooth flyer. Great brakes. Stop straight ahead. I'd say that the L39 is kind of smoother. It's kind of a little more graceful of a flyer. It's aerobatic. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. But I think the MB is more aerobatic. Like it's more precise. It's a snappier, kind of a more nimble, you know, of the 2. It's a little more nimble in performance. So I like the way it handles. Like it kind of grooves better, I guess is the way to put it. But they're both awesome flying jets. Super nice. Can't complain about really either one of them. So, all right, guys, it's time to get this party started. Let's get this thing together. Goudiac, Firebirdie. Let's see, who else is saying stuff? Gav Street, pretty good work on getting in the way of RC. Gav Street, pretty good, but work keeps getting in the way of RC, yeah. Gav doesn't have to work, so he's got time to fly most of the time. Let's see. Motor slats don't match. What's in yours says it's a 600 kV and yours is a 750. Oh, motor stats. Okay, yeah, all of the motors, guys. That must be a typo, okay? Because all of these new 105 millimeter jets, okay, that are coming from Banana Hobby, all of them are the 105s anyway. I'm pretty sure they're all the same motor, okay? There's no, let me move this stuff out of the way here. There's not a change in it. They're all 750, so let me pop this back into place. Let me get this hatch back on, and I'll show you all that again so everybody's pretty clear on that. Let's get this right here. And in fact, while we're here, let's see. I'm going to do a 180 on this. This doctor's orders and so forth. Here, let's see. No, that's too much. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. All right, guys, I'll show it to you straight ahead here. Get this, get that straight up. Let's get this way. All right, let's go up, and I'll zoom again for everybody to see. There we go. We are on the carrier deck here. We're going to lock this baby up right here. Look at that. All right, here we go. Let me zoom a little more, a little higher. Oh, no, go a little lower. There we go. We'll line that up here. All right, here we go. Get that. I'm going to lift it there. Here we go. So there y'all can see that. Get right in on that. Yeah, there's your AF 105, 4270, 750 kV. This is the size. This is the motor that's coming in all of these 105s, unless I know otherwise, unless somebody knows otherwise. Because the MB339 I'm flying in that video, this is the exact motor, exact power package that's in it. So this one has the same one, 750 kV. So that's what's coming in all of them. Okay, so at least, so I think that's probably a typo. I'm sure the Banana Hobby people want to check that out. Let's see, Mark Adkins, RC, is here from the UK. Bob DePenta says, I agree 100% with your viewpoints on the L39 and the MBB 339. Yeah, see, Bob's got both of them. He flies them both. They're both nice flying models, but I just think the MB is a little more, it's a little more fighter-like. It's a little more, it's a little snappier, you know, and it just has a more nimble feel when you fly it, whereas the L39 is a little more graceful, it's a little smoother, it maneuvers very well. Both of them are very easy to fly. It's just that, and that's what RC Captain Mike Keller said on the webpage. It says 600. Yeah, that's probably an old typo, so I'll let them know that. You know, they probably got to change that. Wingspan, the manual showed 1250, but my 90 millimeter is 1200. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Let me get this together and let's measure it. Maybe that's a typo too. You got to remember, there's sometimes a Chinglish translation that when this gets printed in China or it's in Chinese and then they give it to somebody, they translate it to English, and sometimes it's just nothing gets transferred right, and that's possible. So now, one thing I'm not going to do when we assemble this, we're going to get this together right now. I'm going to dump everything into my Ernst thing. Here's all your rods, your horns, your rods and linkages here, folks. So these things are sweet. So I am not going to install any of these because it's going to take so long to put these things on the whole airplane, and we're going to be here forever. But the linkages on this model are so nice. They're just all nice ball links, very thick rods all the way around. So, before I lose that one, let me go pick that up. I'll show you on my MB, just like I showed the last time we did this with the MB. I'll show you one of the wings here. All you have to do with these things, these come with these really nice 2 millimeter, and I'll get them up here for you guys to see. They come with real nice 2 millimeter screws and nylon lock nuts. Okay, it's like the best. So when you put your rods, horns, and linkages on, you want to put them on before you assemble the airplane if you can. That's the best way to do it. And then this is what you got. You're going to assemble them just like this. You're going to put a screw right through here. So I don't want to do every one because we'll be here for hours doing that because it takes a little time to do it. But when you're doing it on camera, it really takes a long time. So you put them through here, okay? And then your front part, you put it on the same way as well. It's just that simple. So you run a screw through here. You just choose the right hole, and that's it. Then you adjust your rod length, and you're done. So you want to put all these on if you can. Here's my MB. You can see the MB still has my MB still has dirt from Jet Jam because there was mud all over the place. So we're slinging mud everywhere. So this is a proven airplane now. But But there's your rods, horns, linkages. You just use 2 screws and 2 nylon lock nuts to install all your rods, horns, and linkages. And that's it. So do that first before you assemble it. Again, I'm not going to do it right now because it just takes too long. And you guys, I think, get the gist of that. So we'll get this thing together here. So let's get the elevator on first. And I'm not going to do a full-on, you know, total crazy assembly of it. But I think you guys are going to get the gist of this thing. Just screwing this thing together real quick. So there's some self-tapping screws that come, and that's what goes in here. So, and again, I might change that, you know, as this stuff as it goes on. I might take those brass inserts, install them in there, and make these like a machine type connection. So what I'll do is we'll take our tail, assuming we already installed the linkages, because it's just easier to do it that way. And then I'm going to take a pair of needle nose right here real quick. Let me grab a pair of those. Let's take these, and then right down in here is your wires. So you want to pull those out. You see you got your connectors. They're sitting right there. And the nice thing is, look what they did. This is cool. I didn't even know they did this. But check it out. This is your elevator connection. So I'm going to move this in a way where I can get, there we go. That's much better. Let me lower this. Lower the table. No, that's as far down as I can go. Okay, I'm running into stuff over here, so that's my bad. Let me move this way. Check out what they did back here. You can see they put the wires. Let me move it this way. There's a triple Y harness right here. Check it out. And this is just your elevator Y harness, but they added, this is kind of ingenious, not a big deal really. They added a 3rd wire with just 2 wires on it for your light. So instead of having 3 wires coming up here, it's a triple Y is what it is. So it should make it a little easier to kind of attach this thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Ernst stand down because it seems to be giving me a little bit more height than I need for the purposes of this. So what I'm going to do is I'll raise this on up so we can all see this whole thing going on. So real simple stuff. Get a little lower here. All right, drink break. All right, let's get this thing on here. So we make our connections. And again, folks, check out my video called Save Your Plane. Tightening your connectors. I might change the title of that because somebody said something. Oh, you should change the name of that. So I might do that. But anyway, make your connections, because actually that went on really loose. So and you want to make sure these are tight for later. So that's going to go on, and then this one's going to go on, of course. So let me get this in place. So there's our 3 connections made. And again, you will have previously, like we talked about before, you will have glued these tubes on here. So, so these will already be on here and kind of ready to kind of fit into place. So what we're going to do is with these on, we're going to slide the 2 of these in place, in position, and those should go down in there pretty nicely. Now, I may not install the 2 of these because it might be easier just to do without it. So, because these are going to fit in there. Actually, you know what? These are such a tight fit in there that I think you've got to have these things secured to your elevator in order to really get them in there kind of properly. So I'm noticing that this is a tight fit. I probably got to round the edges to get that on there. But I tell you what, man, that is the way to go if you've got a tight fitting one of these. So, and in fact, you know what I'm going to do? Let me unplug these 3 real quick, which are going on loose. So I'm going to want to tighten those more later. Let me try real quick. See if I can get that. Yeah, it goes down in there real good. Oh man, that is a tight fit. But again, guys, that's what you want. The last thing you want is a darn loose one of these. So if you have to, sand the outside of the tube, you know, to get it on there. So, but what I'm going to do is just get this off of here, because this one is really tight. I'm going to sand this tube. I'm also going to go in here because there's paint in here. That's probably what's stopping it from going on because they oversprayed a bit. But that's how I'm going to get this in place. So for now, I'm just going to put one of these on. I'm going to leave this one back here just for the purposes of assembling this thing for everybody and showing you all how the general fit and finish is on this thing. So let's get that on. Get this one back on. Yeah, these tails are loose, these connections. So you want to tighten these, especially if you feel them going on loose. Yeah, make sure they're tight. I mean, put an X-Acto knife on them. Tighten those up, especially when you make your final connection. If you're test fitting it, you don't need to do any of that, but let's see what happened. Yeah, we got a little buffer in there, folks. For some reason, my hard wire kicked off. I'm not sure why. Let's see, hard circles. Yeah, getting that. Yeah, time to put another crypto coin. Yeah, no, we're good. Are you guys back? All right. I got y'all. For some reason, folks, my hard wire kicked off. I'm now wireless streaming, so I'm not sure why that happened. Let me see if you guys got good connection right now. I may just proceed wirelessly. I don't know why that happened, but I got kicked off on the wireless, or it got kicked off on the hard wire. I'm now doing this. It's now streaming wirelessly. Is everybody good? No, I don't think I did, because there's nothing down here really to kick. There's no port. I'm connected well. I don't have anything doing anything funky down here. There's nothing in the way. So I guess that's possible, but I didn't really touch anything. So you guys receiving okay still, or is it still kind of frozen there? I'm showing that I'm on, and we got excellent connection here. So all right, you guys back? Yeah, I don't think that's AirVexed RC. I don't think I kicked anything, like I said, because it's all connected here nicely. There's nothing that kind of will get in the way. I got everything kind of secured well. So, hey, Don, Jeff in Lower Alabama. You guys receiving everything okay? Because what I can do is I can continue as is. We lost some viewers there, I guess. Which part did you guys miss? Where did we lose you? Because we still got 55 guys here. If you guys are good, I'll proceed. You know, give me a vote here. Let me know what you guys missed or something. And if you guys are good, I'll just continue wirelessly, okay? Because I'm wireless now. I'm not directly connected. In order for me to get back non-wireless, I got to sort of shut it down and restart, and it probably will continue off where it is. So I'll keep going for now. And if you guys run into any issues, drive on, Rich, Jeff in Lower Alabama. That's what we're going to do. All right, so does everybody get the gist on the tail and how this went on there? I think we might have missed some of that, and I don't know where it glitched on us. So did you guys get that thing okay? We'll keep going. John T says, keep going, keep going. Okay, so for those of you that missed it, that might have missed it, I don't know where it cut out, because again, I don't have any contact with wires here. So, but again, this whole tail goes on like we talked about. Man, it's on there tight already. I haven't even put any screws on it yet. But man, it fits in there nice and snug like. So you can remove it. Let's see here. There we go. It doesn't want to come off now. There we go. It slides. Yeah, see, it has a nice slide out to it. So, but again, some guys will probably glue this on. But again, you're going to put the two of these on. Okay, the two of these rods on. Let me back this off. Let's go wide with it. Mike, we're putting the tail on. Is that a ramjet? Keep going, sir. Yeah. So here you go. You'll have the two of these things in here like this. There's one here and one here, but they're very tight, so I don't want to mess with that right now. I stuck one in this side, so we're going to glue them to this part and then slide them down in place. So let me get this one back on. I just fed the wires, put my 3 connectors on there, and let's get, let me see if I can get that lined up. Yeah, it has a nice diagonal kind of slide the way it goes in. And I think I got all that. I got all that in there. They left a nice slot here for all those wires to go in. So, but this has a nice connection on here. So let's see if I can get this thing to slide. There we go. And that's it. It's in place. So we'll put 2 screws through there. Let me see if I can get one in position here real quick, just to kind of keep it in place. See if those 2 line up down in there. Give that a shot. See if it's plugging in. Yep, it's biting. So we got a good bite on the screw. So I'm just going to put it on there loosely, but as you can see, folks, there's just 2 screws through the top, and that gets that thing on there. So, and then we're good to go with that. So that's your tail section, folks. 3 wires, 2 carbon rods through there, and 2 screws, and that's it. You got your tail on. So, All right, let's go with the wings, and let's see how we're going. Pressing on, folks. Guniak says all good. Olson Aviation Cruise Chief says all good. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring the Ernst stand back up, and we're going to go with our wings here. Let me lift this up. Let me get this going. It gets big, guys. It gets big. And we'll measure. Make sure we measure the wings on this, okay? Because somebody said 1250 millimeter doesn't seem right. So yeah, it does seem like it's bigger. Actually, this seems more like it's like a 1400 millimeter or something. So yeah, let's see. That might be a big old typo. You might be right. So okay, let's get the wing spar that I put back here, and let's get our wings in place. Let me see, which one was the one? There was one of these that was super, super tight going on. I think it was, yeah, it might have been this one. There we go. There's one that's real tight, and there's a little plane up there I just popped. We're going to get this one through, and this is how you get your wings on. We're going to get one going through there. Let's get this one in place. We'll slide this on. Again, all the linkages would be on here already, folks. So all your rods, horns, linkages, all that stuff would be in place already. I'm going to let that kind of hang down there. And then let me get this one, and we'll see if we can get this one in place. So let me angle this a bit. Do a little bit of maneuver in here. See if we can get this one going. See, which was the one? One of these was like tighter than the other. I can't remember. I think that was the tight one, actually. But the beauty is these wings are super tight. They go on well. So, yep, I just popped that one off. That's about par for the course. So let's get them both kind of together. I probably should have popped that one on or screwed that one on first. So make sure your linkages go on, and that is it. It is a tight, tight, tight fit, and that's what you want, guys. You want a tight, tight fitting wing. So, and then there's some screws for that. So let me get those out of here. They've got washers with this. So there's some machine screws. Let's see. Yeah, open up the black hole. There you go. There's some machine screws and some washers. They're 3 millimeter metric, and that's it. That's all you got. So I'm going to put those on, and that's pretty much it, guys, for the assembly on this thing. I think you're small. There's two kind of smaller ones. These look like they're about maybe 16 millimeters. These look like they're about 20. I think the manual probably says. Let me put a washer on there real fast, and I'm going to screw these down in there. Let me see if I can get them in place. I've actually not fully assembled this thing yet. This is the first time, so let's see how those go in place. See if we can get a little bit of, yep, that one's tapping in pretty nice. That goes in well, perfect. Again, these are machines, so, and the longer screw, like I said, longer screw goes up front. So we get those on there. See if I can get you guys in on the top view. There we go. We'll put this one in there. Let me stand to the side. Get this one in place. Let's see. Nope, that's not going in anywhere. Let's see. Again, this is the first time I've had this one kind of together in place. So see if I can get around there. Get this thing screwed in. Cross your fingers. Yeah, we're in place. So that fits in there nice. That's very good. I like that. That's a good secure connection. So tighten that up a bit. And then let me get to the other side here. Let me go ahead and let me go flip-flop. Flip-flop my camera. Yeah, the dissolve feature, you gotta like that. Technology. Grab these two screws. All right, 2 washers. And let's get these in place. Let me drop those down there. And here we go. Let's get this, get these in. Again, just 2 on this side, folks. Pretty easy stuff. You probably don't need to zoom in on all of these. Let's see if we can get that to go into place. Yep, that goes right in. Can't complain. And then this one, sometimes these things don't totally seat the way they should. And if they don't, sometimes you got to grab the wing on these deals and just squeeze it together. Get it to go down in there. So actually, that's the first time, guys, I've fully assembled this thing. I messed with some of these screw holes, taking it out of the box a little earlier just to get a kind of advanced look at it. But this is the first time I've had it together. So there you go, folks. That's it. It's solid. These are tough wing spars, folks. These don't flex hardly at all. There's not play in these wings or anything. So they're not playing around, let's put it that way. So, all right, let's see where the canopy is at. And that's it, guys. That's the major construction for getting this thing together. So, you know, I'll drop this canopy in there. I'll grab my sword nose cone, wherever that's at. Here it is. And that's it. And then we'll see if we can plug it in, get the gear down, all that kind of stuff. Let's see. Let's pop that in place. Yeah, that's sharp. So this thing gets big quick. But, you know, it's an easy assembly, folks. It's, let me get this going. Yeah, that looks good, doesn't it? Holy smokes. Keep in mind, guys, we are wireless streaming now. We're not on the hard wire here because we got kicked off. So, but let's raise that on up. Look at that. You gotta like that. That is a sharp looking model. It's different. This is one of those planes I think that, you know, you either love it or you hate it, but it's a cool model. Let me back it up a bit so I'm not dinging up anything. And there you go, guys. You've got the whole thing there in frame. In fact, that's so cool looking. I'm going to take a picture right there. Hang on a sec. I'm going to do a picture from right here. So I was going to see what this what that whole thing, so people can see what it looks like. Oh, they just tapped that. Let's go back to that. Let's tap it again. There we go. Yeah, sweet, from the live show. There's me doing a selfie of myself. Yeah, from the live show. That's cool. We'll post that later. But yeah, nice looking bird. Nice fit and finish. Let me lower this and let me pull like an underside shot, because I'm curious to see how this looks from the underside when it's assembled. Yeah, I think you're right. Oh no, it's hitting my L39. Let's get that out of the way. I think you're right about that. This is not 1200 millimeter. At least I don't think it is. Look at the underside. Look at the bird, the Thunderbird underneath. That's pretty slick. So, all right. Well, let me grab. I'll have to grab a tape measure or something and measure this thing. But yeah, it's more than 1200 millimeter. It's pretty big. So, but anyway, let's see if we can fire it up. Let's see if we can get some landing gear down. See if we can get going with that. But anybody got any questions there? I mean, it's a pretty cool model. It's very, very neat looking. So let's see. John SSI, John T, plan to come back if we ever get a free country. Oh, John, plan to come back if we ever get a free country again. Yeah. What else we got? Mark Adkins, SSI, measure the wingspan. Yeah. Let me look for a tape measure real quick because I want to get this powered up. And yeah, let me see if I got one here handy. I got my box here in the way. Give me a second. Let me try to find. I'm going to go to where my tools are, my tape measure is. So everybody stay with me. Stay with me. Hold the line. Hang on a second. Got my Sirius there. Making my way over here. Let's see if I got one. So I usually have one in here somewhere. My tools, or it might be downstairs. All right, fumbling through some stuff. I can find a tape measure. All right, guys, stay with me. I'm going to journey a farther distance, okay, for a tape measure. So stay with me. I'm still here. I might lose you for a second, but I'm going to go look for a tape measure because I know I got one here somewhere. So if you cut out, I'll be back. Let's see here. I'm still doing my live show. I need, you watching it? Where's the tape measure? Did you see that? Oh, thank you. No, that's where it went. I knew I had one. So, all right, guys, stay with me. Stay with me. I'm still here. Had a momentary lapse of loss of my tape measure here. So let's see what we got here. Give me a thumbs up if you can see me. All right, I'm coming. Almost there. Almost there. Let's see. Here we go. Tape measure. All right, here we go. Measure the wingspan. All right, does anybody want to wager? Can y'all hear me okay? Does anybody want to wager what the wingspan is on this thing? Let's see what we got. I'm going to give you inches. Okay, you guys can convert. Let's see what we got. So roughly that's about the end. So we're going to, let's see, it's about 60 inches roughly. 59 or 60. Yeah, about 59. So 60 inches, whatever that is, folks. If y'all got me going there. What's the conversion of that? Let's see. 32, 48. All right. Now it's bigger than that. Let me look at something real quick. Conversion. Online conversion. Let's see what you got. Let me go to that. Common length. All common length conversions. I don't know who's there. I'm doing a live show. Inches to millimeters. So let's just say 60. 60. All right, so 1.5 is what I got. What'd you guys get? What'd y'all get? Let's see. So, yeah, 5 foot. So yeah, we're looking at about 59 to 60 inches. So yeah, I'm looking at why did that delete? Why would it do that? So yeah, 1,500 millimeters, I guess. Yeah, inch to millimeter. Yeah, why is it saying millimeter? What the heck? I'm just doing one of these online conversions. So 1.52 meter. This is saying, oh, 1524 mil. Yeah, so it's a 1,500 millimeter, folks, wingspan. So yeah, it's not 12. I don't know where they got that from. You're right. So we'll change that out. So yeah, Jet Junkie and Robert Blatt. Yeah, thanks for the confirmation there. So yeah, that's a big airplane. It's not 1,200 though. Yeah, it's huge, folks. So really nice. So let's do this. Let me see if I can power this thing up. We're going to try here I'm going to try what I did last time with the sequencer board here, and if not, I'll plug a receiver in and we'll go. So I did this last time, it didn't work, but let us see here. Let me see if I can get this in here. Plug this in. I got power to everything. I'm going to try a gear down, but I don't know. Yeah, probably not. So let's do this. I guess it has something to do with the receiver, which I never really quite totally 100% really understood. So I'm going to take a SPEKTRUM 7-channel receiver, which is really all we need for this. So this is one I had pulled out of something else that I used in something that I probably sold or gave away or something. So let's do this. Let's take our BEC line, and I'm actually going to plug in, where's my battery eliminator circuit? There it is. So we're going to plug in that. I'm not going to plug in anything else, just the main power to this thing. And let's see what we got. Bind, data, throttle. No, that's not it. We're just going to plug it into something else. So let's get one in there. We now have some bus power. And I am going to take my landing gear, because this is all labeled nice, folks. I got everything all labeled, ready to go, as you know. And all 3 of these landing gear. The nice thing is all the landing gear on this darn thing. There's rudder, aileron, elevator, flap. There's gear. The nice thing is whereas other airplanes, when you plug in the nose, you have to plug in the gear because the gear's in the nose. With this, all the landing gear is already in the fuselage and the wings. Once you connect them, they're already connected, so there's nothing else to do. This is nice to transport because, of course, I put that one in the gear slot. That's just perfect. This one, the nose comes off, but it doesn't house the landing gear, and you don't need any screws. That's what's totally awesome about this. I like this. I like the way it goes in there. So let's get that in place. And let me grab my radio, folks. As usual, we're binding to the NX10. I actually did save a model memory in this before, so let me just check and make sure we are where we are. Yep, this is the Diamond Thunderbird, so I'm going to leave that as is. Let me close that up. I actually am sort of prepared this time. Last time I was like, where's my receivers? So, but I'm ready to go. So I got a bind plug right here that I threw in here earlier. Let me get that in the bind port. All I have is an AR7610 DSMX receiver with a satellite. That's it. Just regular, non-stabilized, whatever. And let me plug this in. Got the bind plug in. There we go. It's flashing. We're going to do a quick bind here. See if we can get it to bind up. Power's coming on. You guys can listen.
Binding. DSMX 22 milliseconds.
Let's see.
Bind complete.
All right, we got a good bind. Let's see. Just devised it by 30. What? Just devised it by 39 inches. Good to go. All right, George Manuel's in here. Gary Glasser's in here. More guys showed up. Thank you guys for coming. And if you guys are ready on the gear, I'm going to unplug my bind plug. And we are bound up according to this thing. So let's see if we got some gear here. All right, there we go. Perfecto. Look at that. Gear's coming down nice. Can't complain about that. Here, let's angle it kind of up for everybody to see, so y'all can check that out. There's your landing gear. Just first time out of the box, folks. See how it all goes up and down slowly, nicely. Yeah, very, very sharp. I like it. It's all good. So, all right, let's do this. Let me get it. Let me put this down here. Let me put the canopies and stuff back on. Batteries are all in here. I don't have to worry about those going anywhere, I don't think. Let's flip it upside down. Get a little better look at everything. Let me get this underneath here. Get it sort of under the strap. Let me get this going. Let me see if I can get you guys a better shot of the gear when it's inverted, because we'll be doing some of that when we start flying it for sure. So I'll put that down. I like that bird on the bottom. That Thunderbird looks sharp on there. So, all right, we're going to angle this, try to angle this off the table. See if that'll work without snagging anything. Yeah, that should be pretty good. Yeah, this actually stays on the table pretty nice. See, are we hitting anything over there? A little bit. Let me come on a little forward. There we go. Drop our flaps. Yeah, again, all the connectors, rods, and stuff, all that would have been on here already. So, oh yeah, this will give us a real great vantage point to see this thing. So let me see if I can move it back a little farther so you guys can see this. Again, guys, this is right out of the box. I hadn't done anything to this thing. I just literally just plugged it in for all y'all. So y'all will be able to see how nice this is. So we're stable enough on there. Hopefully it don't fall off the table there. And here we go. Let's cycle it up. Get that gear coming out. There we go. All right, pretty nice. Let's see if I can go a little farther back. Oh, we got that one we lost that one. It could be a bad contact. Let's see. There we go. Sometimes you cycle your gear. I wiggled my wing a little bit. Sometimes that's what you got to do. So let me back out on that a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. You guys can get a better view of that. So, but super nice, folks. Let's see. Lots of compression. Oh yeah, there's a lot of compression in that thing right there. Let's see. Are these tight? They look pretty tight. Yeah, let's see. This one looks, that's got a lot of compression. Yeah, that one, and that one's almost oil filled or something. But all ball bearings supported, folks, in the wheels. Got a nice servo mounted up front. A little bit of tape here that's kind of hanging off, so that kind of fell off during shipping, so I'll secure that down. But you got your steering servo right on your nose wheel. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty nice. So let's see. Let me get see if I get a close-up more of one of those. Let me come a little farther forward here. Everybody can kind of see that, just a little bit better. So let's zoom on in. And there you go. You can get an idea how that retract looks. Let me back off a little bit. Let's go down. There we go. So yeah, pretty sharp, folks. Real nice gear. Of course, make sure you get some, if you don't, get some foam tack. You want to stick some foam tack, okay? on all your E-rings. So, you know, for sure, get some. If you don't, contact cement something, put it on your E-rings. Here, 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 and then I think there's one. Can I put one? It may be hard to do that. I'd say put one on here too, but it's kind of hard to get it on there. And then same with your nose gear. Your nose gear's got a lot of that going on too, a lot of E-rings. So anytime you have an E-clip, it's always a good idea, you know, to put some foam tack on those. But yeah, closer look at those. Awesome landing gear, man. Works beautifully, real nice and smooth. I'm gonna have to secure some of those wires. I can see some of the wires are kind of binding up a little bit, but let's get those back out again. So yeah, real nice. Oh, that one's sticking. Let's see, let's cycle that one more time. I think that was binding because of the, yeah, there we go. If you feel your wheel binding on something, you know what it is? It's this wire that got stuck along here. So, you know, make sure everything clears okay, you know, but otherwise it seems to work real nice. Your JP brakes in there and everything. So, yeah, pretty good, pretty nice. Can't complain really with that. Let me see if I can bring this up a little closer here. Let me swap my view here and see if I can get the nose gear in on this too. Get a little closer angle on that. But there's your nose strut. Let me slide this back just a little bit, and you guys can kind of see how nice that nose gear is and how that works. And there's your let me see if I can zoom on this a little bit for everybody. So get the detail on that. But you see your servo's mounted right here. It's pretty cool. Lots of compression. You got ball bearings in your wheels here. So yeah, that's pretty sharp. Let's cycle that. Get that going back in. Yeah, that's nice. Servo right there. Again, no doors on this. Don't need them. It's just sort of another hassle sometimes for a sport jet, just to not kind of sort of not have that stuff. So let me back out here a little bit. So obviously this is meant for some simplicity, of course. So, but anyway, all right, I'm on the chat. I can see everybody. Everybody's comments and stuff. Let's see what else I can get with everybody. All right, let's see. What else we got? Nice. Hey, nice aircraft. Does it have brakes wrist? Yes, it does. It's got brakes all the way around, or on the main gear, I should say. Let's get these going. There we go. Yeah, very cool, very cool. So you can see here your brake. Let me move this forward a little bit without smacking anything here. A little bit farther forward. Yeah, you can see your brake right here. I don't have it plugged in. I could plug it in, but you can see your brake wire right here running along. So make sure your brake wires, you can see it kind of hanging a little bit. We got to make sure they're secure all the way around. I think it's probably for the compression. Yeah, they made it so it would compress. So, but what I'm going to do is I will probably run this along the side somewhere, so it doesn't. You don't have to worry about it compressing or kind of going along there. So I'll just shift that brake, that wire somewhere else. So, and then I'll talk about that stuff during the flight demo of this thing. But hey, right out of the box, man, it's working absolutely perfectly. So very, very good. So can't complain. Very nice. Let's get it on the wheels so we can all kind of appreciate it. I'm going to pull the nose off while I do it so I don't poke my eye out. You don't shoot your eye out. You know what I mean? So let's get this off of here. Those are all the rods, horns, linkages. And we're going to get this bird on the table. So lots of viewers here still, guys. Appreciate everybody coming. Still got about 50 guys here, so that's cool. Good for a Thursday. A Thursday with a day or two notice, so not much. Sometimes I got to do this stuff you know, when I can, rather than maybe what would be best, you know, to show everybody. So best time to do it. So because I just got work and family and stuff. So here, let's flip it around here, and let's get it where it needs to be without smacking anything too much here. I don't know if this is even going to fit on the table because it has a very wide. In fact, it may not. It's got a real wide stance to the landing gear on this thing. Let's see, yeah, very, very wide. It may not fit on my table, folks. That's something I didn't really factor in. But you know what? Let's do this. I got a plan. I got a way to fix that. Let's do this. Let's put it back on the stand right here for a second. put it upright, and then I will get the box and put the box across. But really, really sharp. Yeah, I'm digging the way that this thing looks. It definitely has a high cool factor, so let me lower that down. There we go. And let's see if I can use this thing to my advantage here. In fact, I'm going to use this. Is this wider? This looks like that's a little wider. Yeah, that should work. This is a piece of corian. It's a piece of acrylic. So this should let me really put this across, so we got a little wider stance on the gear. And then we can kind of put it on the table. So let's do, I need something for some ballast. Let's take this, hopefully that's enough. And I'll grab another battery or grab something else for weight. That should probably be enough for right now, I think. So let's pull this off of here, because I want to get it on the wheels. Kind of like to see how it sits on the wheels if I can. Let's see, we'll put this over here. That's right, I'm an Army of one. Sometimes got to go solo. There we go. I think we've achieved victory here. Let's see, and that's going to hit that. So let's bring this a little farther forward. Turn this, we're on there. No, that'll come off. Let's go like this. Yeah, we're on the edge here, folks. We're going to put these in here. So there's some more weight up front. I'm going to grab my chalks. Give me 1 second. Don't fall off of there. Grab my wheel chalks. Yeah, we're on the very edge of disaster. Let's see, we're going to chalk that front wheel for a second. No, don't go down any farther. Let's see. I got another one over here, so let me move around. That's on the edge of falling off and total catastrophe. So get this up and out of here. Sometimes you got to adjust the set for what you need. So let's get, yep, now it doesn't want to roll because I chalked it. Let's see, get that right there. We're going to push this back, kind of get that moving. There we go, sweet. That'll be it, folks, and that is what you got right there. So I'm not going to be doing a lot of moving of this because it's long, it's big, but this kind of works the way I got it here. So we'll get the nose cone on there for everybody's perusal. And that is it, guys. There's your Diamond 105 from Banana Hobby. Super nice. There it is. That is definitely a Buck Rogers ship there. Let's see here. I'm going to slide this back just a little bit. Don't fall. There we go. We got this up. That is sharp. I like that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to chop both main gear so they don't go anywhere. So really cool, real nice. Okay, I think I'm good with that. All right, guys, that is it. That's your Diamond 105 from Banana Hobby. Very slick, very sharp. And let's see what we got. Let me see the questions on the board here. See what you guys got. All right, let's see. Yeah, we measured it about 1,500 millimeters on the wingspan. Just divided it by 39 inches. And that is it, guys. This is a cool plane. I like this. I'm dying to get it out and fly it and see what we all think of it. So let's check my upper view there. U.S. Air Force, come back. All right, that's it. Yeah, it's got brakes, guys. It's pretty sturdy. I think it's one of those aircraft. Yeah, that's what I said before. You either love it or you hate it. It just depends on what your thing is. Some people who are not sport jet people, they won't even be into this this kind of thing. But in fact, since I've got this plugged in and I've got landing gear going, let me see real quick. I'm going to try and do a light plug-in for everybody. Let's see how those lights look, because I'm kind of curious to see if I can access that. I think I should be able to plug those in. I'm not sure where that goes through exactly, but let's see. There should be a light wire or something. It must go through some channel of some sort. So, gear, rudder, brakes. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Could it be the flap channel? Nope, let's see. Flaps. Nope, flap servo's working. Oh, well, that got one of them plugged in. Here, let's do this. Let's go aux 1, aux 2. Oh, I got one wing light on. Let's go flap. Let's try an aileron. Maybe they split them up. Aileron. Let's see. We'll get that one in there for the aileron. Oh, I'm lucking out, man. Let's try the elevator. Oh, yeah, that's right. One's on the aileron, elevator, aileron. Okay, flaps. Let's try that. Elevator. Oh, man. I'm going to be successful with some serious luck here if this works out. Oh, my God. I got him. Look at that. All the lights are on. Check that out. Okay, guys. I think we're going to go dark here. We're going to have to. I think this thing coming at you is going to look pretty cool. It's going to look pretty cool in the dark here. Got all the lights on here. Let's kill this. You guys can see what it looks like. And there we go. Let me turn this one off too. Another light up there. And there you go, guys. There's your lights. Check that out. I mean, it looks like some kind of spaceship coming at you. You got this one right here. You got your green. It looks like a bunch of little lightsabers sticking out of it. Yeah, that's pretty sharp. You got your green here, and you got your bright white on the tail. Like I said, I think when this is coming at you, it's going to look pretty cool. That should be good for orientation in the dusk. In fact, I'm probably going to have to put some strobes on this somewhere just to have it so it's got some flashers somewhere. So, what is the length? Okay, well, since the wingspan was wrong, let's check the length on it too, because maybe it's actually longer. It said it was about 1,800 millimeters when we checked it out before, and that was wrong. So it's a 1,500 millimeter wingspan. And if I can find the tape measure that I just put down someplace. Yeah, I got it. Here it is. All right, so let's see what we got. We can probably go all the way to the tail. So I'll let you guys do the conversion though. Here, let's see. Actually, I can probably do it too, but let's see what we got. We're going to go all the way to the tail here. Yeah, there's the tail right about there. And I'm coming to, looks like about 76 inches. No, let's see, yeah, because I don't know if the book, like I said, sometimes you get that translation wrong and things are messed up. So I'm thinking 76, 77 inches. So if you guys want to crank out the math on that, 76, 77 inches, something like that. Yeah, actually, I got the conversion window open here. So let's see what we got. Let's see. Actually, I'm showing 1,930 millimeters. So yeah, it's like a 2-meter long airplane. I mean, it's not a little thing. Yeah, that's crazy. So I think the instructions are just wrong, guys. So, you know, we got a longer plane here than we thought. Yeah, so yeah, 1930 is what I got. Yeah, so this is a pretty long airplane, guys. So it's almost 2 meters long, 1,500 millimeter wingspan. It's just pretty darn huge. Let me check that number again. Let me see one more time here. No. All right, let's see. Trying to lock that on there, yeah. All right, that's locked in, I think, without pulling it off the table. No! That's a good way to trash your foam. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, that's crazy. Back in place. Pull the whole plane off the table, and that would be brilliant, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'd say 76. That's pretty accurate, yeah. What do they say? Measure 3 times and cut once, I think they say. So, yeah, there we go, guys. That is it. So, yeah, 1,930 millimeters roughly long. I'll get a better check of it later. 1,500 and some change wide. So we're looking at a much longer airplane, much bigger plane than we thought, than even the manual says. So, all right, guys, taking some questions. I think we're done with this. Let's see what we got. Ian Bowen's here, just checking in. Very nice looking jet. Ian, thanks for coming. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's a good sized airplane, folks. We got Andrew McLeod. Oh, it's one of the McLeods, one of the Highlanders. Let's see. Where are you from, Andrew? Where are you at? Let's see. Hi, Rich. What batteries are you going to be using? I have the L39. What batteries did you suggest? You can use anything, okay, that is 5,000 and up, preferably 40 to 50 C or higher. It depends on the battery though, and typically it seems like these airplanes, these 105 jets from Banana Hobby, typically 55 to 6,000 gives you that little extra flight time. So now in the L39, I'm actually flying the SPEKTRUM 7000 30C packs in it, and it flies just fine. I got a video of that to put out for everybody so y'all can see it. So I know it's only a 30C pack, but apparently those are a different chemistry, and they're not puffing with it, so you can get by with it. Rotor Master says, Rich, have you flown the older 90mm version? No, I haven't. And that's a Hobby King plane, but this is an Aerofoam. So no, I hadn't flown it, you know, but I've seen it fly, and they fly great. They fly fantastic. So I got Fred Katz is in the house. So he's got a black cat for an icon there. So yeah, very nice plane. Just checking in. Jet Junkies there. Hey, Rich, what about? We already saw that. So Paul Danton's in there. Dainton. One Mean Machine looks so cool. Yeah, my girlfriend really liked this one, so she said that's awesome looking. So it might be some red, white, and blue kind of bikini shots coming. We'll kind of see how that goes down. So anyway, we'll kind of see what happens. So, but that's it, folks. That is it coming from Banana Hobby. Once again, folks, if you guys want to get one of these, check them out. They are at Banana Hobby. So, and it's right here. If you go to EDF Jets, hit Foam Jets on their page. In fact, I'll go to it here real quick so everybody can see. If you go to the Banana Hobby website, just the main page, you see they got the Sirius there again, guys. They're pre-ordering it. If you guys want your best price on it, you know, Banana Hobby's got the best price on it. So, you know, technically, like I said, nobody really has this in stock. There's some drop shipping going on, but that's going to cost extra. I mean, it's going to cost quite a bit extra to ship it. So, you know, Banana Hobby's the launch, kind of the launch distributor for the Sirius. So that'll be really the place to get it from. And you're going to get your best price on it. Shipping's included in the price, so check it out there. You know, like I said, at Banana Hobby, it's all right there. You know, check it out. But if you guys want to check out the 105 jets, just go to EDF Jets right here from the main page, hit Foam Jets. That'll take you right there. So there's the L39 I'm flying right there. And of course, we're going to have the CCCP like we did last week. Those videos are on the channel. And then we had the MB339 right here that you guys can check out. So, and then it says image coming soon, which I'm going to take some pictures. And I'm going to send them to to Banana Hobby. So we'll get some pictures outside probably today. I'll take a couple photos so they got some stuff to put up. So, but they got some available, guys. They're going real quick. When I did the videos of the MB339, or I should actually say even before I did the video, when we went to Jet Jam with it, and you guys can see right here, we took the MB339, which is here flying. We took it to Jet Jam like a week or 2 weeks ago or whatever, and in the middle of the show, so many people saw it, they sold out on it. So there's more coming, but there's not, again, folks, there's not, they're not going to produce like 1,000 of these. They're going to make, you know, in the tens, maybe the hundreds. So you know, if you want them, check them out. They are at Banana Hobby. They're kind of limited production runs. They're fantastic, you know, but, you know, check them out at Banana. They go very quickly. So, and again, if you want to check those out, they're right here. Sirius is right here, folks. You can check it out there. The MB339, they've also added in here, and I'll make this a little bit larger. Those are, again, pictures of my plane, but you got your choice of colors. If you open this drop-down window, you'll be able to see here that you can choose camo, tricolor, you know, whatever you want to put there. So, and if you go to the images, videos and images, or images, whatever, you'll be able to see the different colors if it will load up. So let's see. It should be loading. We're getting circles here. Let's hopefully that'll come up. See if that'll load. So again, guys, we're operating wirelessly here because I got kicked off the total network there. Okay, and they're not loading. Great, that's fantastic. Let's see if we can try that again. Let me try it one more time. There we go. Okay, they did come in. So there's my MB339, the red and the blue and the white one. So there's the tricolor, you know, the air show team. So you'll be able to choose these. They're coming around August or September, you know, to Banana Hobby. So they're going to be limited. They're probably going to go pretty fast. So this is the Air Force or you know, camo Air Force one. Oh, really cool. There's a picture of the turbine one. This is the same airplane, same airframe. Just denser foam or lighter foam for the EPF, for the EDF version, I should say. So anyway, there you go. So, and that is about it, guys. Let me go back to the chat for everybody. Let's see what we got. Let me kill the website stuff. Oh, wait, there is some more stuff to show you, actually, while I'm here. Hobby Zone is having this killer sale, folks. So prices are going up, so it is a good time to get some of these things. Last chance to buy arrows planes before prices go up Wednesday, July 7th. So if you guys want a good deal, use my link in the description. Head over to the website. If you guys get one of these or anything through my link, guys, it supports the channel. Again, we are a free channel. Everything's free, so if you guys get something through there. Same thing through BitGo and all that, so you know, check it out there. We got Horizon links below for everything. Yeah, there I was taking a selfie. There we go. Let's see. You see that? I thought that was pretty funny. There's Mr. Top Gun there with his U-2. That was second to last flight on that airplane, I think, at the event. So there I took a selfie of Jerry taking a video of me. So there we go. So, and there's the MBB heading out there on the stock fan. Man, it flew well. I tell you, it really flew nice. There it is, stock fan, change sun, going up there. Beautiful flying model. So by the time I was flying this plane on this third flight, I think, on the last day, I think, that's when Banana Hobby sold out on them. So, but there's more coming. Like I said, August, September, the new ones will be there in stock. So I think you can pre-order all this stuff now if you guys are interested. So. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, the lights are really bright on this thing. Yeah, it looks like a spaceship. It looks like something out of Buck Rogers. You know, it looks like it almost looks like an enemy craft or something. It's pretty neat. So, but anyway, let's see. What do we got? Ian's asking. Let's see. Where are we at? Fred calls. Let's see, your girl is too slim to model a Thunderbird. No, man, she looks good on there. Let's see, Jet Junkie. There's a few guys in my field that fly the bigger diamond composite model. Yeah, that's a composite. So, will they bring out an EDF version of their T45? Yes, T45 is going to be coming next, 105 millimeter, 12 cell. So yeah, it'll be here. And they're just in the process of producing it, testing it and stuff. So. Let's see, Victor RC EDF Jet says usually they bring in a couple of containers at a time, but there are turbine versions also coming. Yeah, turbine versions of all these. John T is saying, what is it, RC EDF Jets, that 105 looks good. Yeah, it is cool. It is neat. So anyway, we still got about 40 some odd guys here. We're probably going to close it out here. We've been on here for about 2 hours and 20 minutes. Not bad. We've had some good, let's see, peak viewers have been about 60 or so, and that's not bad for a Thursday. I would have liked to have done this on the weekend, but stuff's going on, so, you know, it's kind of bummer. So 66, I think, was the max we had on this. So, guys, if you know people that, you know, want to check this out, pass the video around, please, so people can see it, you know, and check it out, and they can see the unbox and the assembly and all that kind of stuff. So, but super nice model, folks. Great compression in the gear, nice quality, everything. Everything seemed to fit together well. Bob DePenta is going to be flying his hopefully this weekend. Hopefully he'll get that out there and report back to us of how it's going. So, but anyway, any last minute questions you guys want to throw in there? Let me know. I'm going to hang out for a little while longer. All right, excellent. Let's see what we got. Let's see, we got Robert Blott said, first airplane, trike or tail dragger, 1800 millimeter, Ranger or Super Easy? That's a good question. That's coming from Robert Blatt. To be perfectly honest with you, You can do either one of those. In fact, those two airplanes, when somebody's learning to fly, I say get either one of those two. Those are my two favorite planes for doing anything with. I mean, you can train on them, and then you could progress with them. You can get aerobatics, do aerobatics, fly them inverted, you know, sort of do knife. I'd say this, that the Ranger does a better knife. I'd say the Super Easy, not so much. But you can do loops, rolls, fly them inverted, do anything you want with those two airplanes. Those are among the two best airplanes around, period. So anyway, let's see. But that's what I, personally, if money was not an object, if, you know, because it's not really that much more, I'd do the Ranger. I love the Ranger. The Ranger is just an awesome plane. But if you want something smaller you could throw around, a little easier, maybe take the smaller areas to fly, which, you know, they both will fly in. But the Super Easy, you cannot go wrong with that. Plus the Super Easy, I think it comes with floats. So if you got, you know, a lake to fly at or something, that's a good way to go. Let's see. John T says, great show, nice to watch, a live that's interesting and not just someone reading comments. Yeah, Victor, RC, yeah. So Bob DePentis here. Hopefully good weather this weekend before any storms move in. Hey, Bob, send me a text. Let me know when you're going to fly it. Who knows, maybe I'll drive out there and film it or something. Let's see, hopefully you're going to put in a gyro, and if Bob, because it does have a bit of a wag. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, actually, you know what? This reminds me a little bit of the Taft Hobby Valkyrie. Same kind of, basically same design, only it had winglets, but it had a T-tail, so it's same kind of configuration, but not as sharp looking. So let's see, Victor EDF, yeah, and I may throw a gyro in this too. We'll see, or a stabilizer or something. So let's see. Robert Blott said, great, thanks, love your videos. Thanks, Robert, for watching. George Manuel says, that's hot looking machine. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I'd turn it around for you guys, but it's the landing gear is too wide actually for my table. That's a nice thing for when you're landing this thing. It's got a very wide gear stance. So, but it doesn't really fit on my desk. So I had to run this board across here of Corian acrylic. So. Greg Wright says, thanks for confirming the T45. Great videos on all these big birds. Yeah, I'm trying to get you some big bird videos, and we're going to have all these. We've got the Diamond. We've got the L39, which will be showing you even the stock version, the CCCP, and in the back we've got the MB339. So, and we've flown the first two. This is the next one to go down the chute. So. Lots of videos coming on all these things, guys. And the T45 will be coming next for you guys to see. So, you know, stay tuned. It's coming. And we'll get going with that. So, but yeah, I want to thank everybody again for watching, folks, and coming by and checking things out here. You know, I'm trying to do a good live show for everybody and keep it interesting and keep it kind of realistic and, you know, and giving you guys something that we can actually really talk about. Good stuff. So. But this is it, guys. This is the Diamond, 105 millimeter, 12S powered plane. I will get it set up. Once I get it all set up, I'll do a setup video. The next video I'm doing on the MB339 is a setup video because I did some things to it. I will show you where I positioned everything, where I set the CG. CG is pretty simple, but how I configured it, where I put the receiver, all that kind of stuff. So. So Bob DePenta might contact me. Let's see what's happening, Bob. There's a chance I can come out there to Valkyrie if that's where you're flying. So let me see. Maybe, like I said, maybe I'll bring my camera and just film it there and stuff and get some good video of it or something with you there. And Bob, did you put a gyro in there? Somebody was saying that this thing waggles a bit, so maybe. And I could see it do that. I could see, because like I said, in fact, if you guys want to watch a really cool video, if you guys check out my channel here, let me go, who the heck is that? Let me go to my channel. Let's go to websites, and let's type in Taft Valkyrie 90 millimeter EDF jet. Let's see what comes up. Oh my God, the first video that comes up is mine. Look at that. Amazing, isn't it? So, so I've got on that, and this is, you can see it's a similar configuration, this jet. It just has a different look, but it's got swept wings, rudder, or vertical T-tail, kind of long nose, similar, you know, it's a similar looking. But this is the one with the JP fan in it, this one right here. So if you guys want to watch a pretty cool one, I'm going to try and turn the volume up. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but this is a quick, yeah, I'll let you guys listen to this. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but that was, this is on a JP fan, so I'll let you guys see this. Similar airplane. I filmed this with a camera inside the duct. That sounds almost turbine-like, doesn't it? But it's not. It's a JP fan. Just JP fan, no audio mixing or anything weird. This is just what it sounds like. And there's Steve laughing because it was stupid how fast it went by. Okay, so let me kill that. Pause. But if you want to see that, I got a lot of Valkyrie videos. I'll take down the volume now, so hopefully you guys are good with that. So, but those are a good series of videos we did on the TAF Valkyrie. That was a cool plane. I kept that airplane because it was so awesome. Very fun to fly, and that was it. So, anyway, let me get back to the chat log because I can't really see that. So, let's see. Fred Katz, you have the best live show. Thanks, Fred. And let's see. Yeah, the Valkyrie is crazy. I kept it. I still have it. It'll still fly. It's in ready to fly condition. Ian Bowen said, just received my NX3 gyro today. Do you know how much about them? No, I don't really, but you know, just follow the setup and it should set up right. Yeah, it sounds great. And, Bob DePenta said, no, I didn't. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, didn't put a gyro in. Oh, that's good to know. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll come down and film, but let me see. I got to see what's happening. Might be doing family stuff this weekend. We'll see. Guniak says, wow, still going. Yeah, the JP sounds amazing. Yeah, I love the JP stuff. Let's see. Picking up my Draco and Turbo Timber today here in New Zealand. That's Paul Danton. So he's down there in New Zealand also. Let's see. Bob Dependa, I guess at Maiden, if it flies really waggly, I will. Yeah, let me know, Bob, what it does. Let me know what you find out. I always found that my TAF Valkyrie, which is, again, similar configuration, it had a little bit of a wing rock to it, you know, so, but you just kind of fly through it. You don't over control or anything. Just fly through the waggle a little bit. It'll settle down again. Don't think because it's doing that you've got to kind of over control. It just kind of settles in. Yeah, Bob, I agree. I like the JP fans. Some guys say they're like not efficient, but I think they're some of the best constructed fans. They sound really good. They're balanced beautifully. I mean, they sound good. I mean, just can't beat them, I think. So, plus I like the fact they're metal, you know. So, but all right, guys, I think we're gonna close this out. I really want to thank everyone for coming here to this thing on a Thursday. I did it on Thursday because I couldn't do it on the weekend, and I really wanted to get this out of the box for everybody, get some pictures for the banana hobby people for their website, and then also get it out and flying. So I showed this. So if you guys know anybody that wants to see stuff about this plane, please share the video around so everybody can kind of check it out. So let's see. Paul Danton said that, hey guys, my Sky Sword needs a reverse aileron to rudder mix. Guniak says his Sky Sword needed a reverse aileron to rudder mix. Okay, that's interesting. The opposite of what you normally do. Okay, that's interesting. How much Ray did you put in there? Like what percentage did you stick in there? Can you give us an idea? 5, 10% or something? And that's very interesting to know. Okay. See, each airplane's a little different. Sometimes you got to put in what you got to put in. But I think if you throw a stabilizer in there, you probably don't need any of that. It'll just do what it needs. I think so. Let's see. Bob DePenta might put in a few of my 90 JPs. Let's see, and it worked great. Let's see. Guniak says informative live streams are what we needed. What we needed. All right. Yeah. Thanks, Ray. And guys, check out Ray's. Hey Ray, give me a plug. Put your website up here, man. Oh, like 18%. Ray put 18% reverse opposite opposite aileron to rudder mix. Ray, put your website up here for me. Throw it up there in the comments so everybody can kind of see it and see where. As you know, guys, I got Ray. He's all the way up in the upper corner there, Gooniac 33. So, yeah, Ray, if you can, throw your website up here so people know to go to get, you know, afterburners. Ray's the afterburner guy for those of you that may not know. So, Ray, you can always plug on here. You're good to go. So, and you have a Lemon RX. Yeah, okay. So I got an orange receiver in the L39 without any stabilization in it. So, and actually, the MB339, I put one of those new I put one of those new 8-channel stabilized SPEKTRUM receivers in it. But all 3 flights I did at JetJam, I never flipped the switch to turn it on. It was all the entire time I was flying it. So it just didn't need it. And I figured if it would bounce around a little bit, I figured I'd throw it on. But and that's normally what I do. I always, if I have a stabilizer in a plane, I just take off without it. See what it does, and if I need it, I feel like I need it or it's windy, I throw it on. But the MB, I never even tried it once. So eventually I will here. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, awesome bird, man. I'm digging this whole thing. It is cool. I can't wait to get this out here. Also, guys, with these things, you know, take your time setting them up. Don't be in a rush to get out the field with it. You know, take your time, set them up, make sure everything's right. You know, check connections, check the screws in all the horns. You know, check your thrust tube. If things aren't lined up, fix it. You know, get it going. You know, don't rely on the factory to have done everything perfectly. You know, check everything. And I usually go through everything like with a fine-tooth comb. So when I get out there, I'm pretty certain it's going to do what it's supposed to be doing. So like when we went out there with the MB339 at JetJam, I knew the nose gear was sticking, but I figured, right side up, it should be okay. And when we flew it, of course, it flew perfectly, except for when the nose gear came down, it snagged on the door. So we have a fix for that in the video that you guys can see, just, you know, shaving the, shaving the doors a little bit. So let me look up something here real quick. Here, let's see, Gooniac 33 afterburner. So let me pull that up. Here it is. Yeah, this is it. All right, here we go, guys. I'm going to throw this up here. This is for Ray, man, because Ray donated a lot of afterburners to the events we were just at. So Seth, Pilot Ryan event, and of course, well, JetJam. I think Nate brought a burner or something, but didn't donate it. Man, you should have let me handle that. I was gonna give that up for those guys or bring it to JetJam for everybody, but I don't know. I guess it maybe didn't get donated or something. But here's the Fire Booty website, guys. It's Gooniac33.me here, so you guys can scroll through that. And he talks about all of his stuff on there, video, media, afterburner reviews, so you guys can see. There's Gavin right there, man, with his burner all lit up. And you guys will be able to see all this stuff. There's a bunch of guys there showing off burners and stuff. So let's see if he's got, well, let's see what he's got for videos. I haven't even looked at this too much. I've been to his site and looked at this, but not really kind of gone over it too much. Here, let's see. Check out his YouTube channel. And these are some of the afterburner videos that he has. So, and anyway, you can check out my videos too as well, because I got a lot of Ray's afterburners in my planes. And I still got to do more. I always get so busy, and sometimes I don't get them all done. So, but check out, guys. It's Gooniac33 at me, or .me. So check that out. Ray's there. And like I said, Ray's pretty cool because he gives us free afterburners for the events we go to here. So, you know, he's supporting all that. So, guys, go buy a burner, man. Anyway, let's see. Where's my live chat log? So there we go. Yeah, Bob says that if he put in a gyro, it'd be a Spektrum AS3X. Yeah, that's probably the way to go. And if I need one, I'll probably put one of the 8 channels in there. So let's see. Let's see. Jerry Gould. Oh, that's a hard one. Gouljal. That's a tough one. Bought an F-14 afterburners from Ray. Yeah, they're really pretty nice. And if you guys want to see the ultimate and the afterburner videos, of the Tomcat flying. Okay, I'm going to plug my channel again here, guys, because I got to. Here, let's go right here. We're going to go to YouTube here. There we go. So just type in, no, that's not it. Type in F14 RCIN, RCINFORMER. Let's see what that comes up with. Yeah, so there we go. There's the beautiful Miss Amy, of course. We got a lot of good afterburner videos of this thing, folks. This one we did at Ceph was pretty darn cool. I mean, you can really see raised burners here pretty good in this video. Pretty nice. So there I'm taxing an afterburner because the grass was so thick. So let's see. I'm going to light them up here. There you go. You can really see them in this video, folks. So yeah, raised burners really look good in the F14. I mean, they really stand out. I think the white paint is probably the thing to do. I painted white paint on the inside of my nacelles, or the exhaust pipes, the nozzles, and that lights them up the most. I think more so than using foil or silver or something. They seem to really go bright when you use white. White diffuses the light really well. So yeah, you can really see the burners well in some of these videos. And then the motion guys, here, let's see. There we go, we're all lit up there. The motion RC guys, in fact, if you put in Freewing F14 RCINFORMER, okay, always put RCINFORMER when you're searching for my videos. They'll come up if you're looking for one of mine. But there's the beautiful Miss Amy with the flight demos and the assembly. And then this was the one that, you know, James at Motion RC did. This was a great, I mean, there are some good, I mean, he got some cool, I mean, they got some really cool shots of this thing. Let's see. Where was, okay, he showed the flight up first, and man, he got some slow-mos, or Alex did these slow motion shots. Here we were talking. This might be some of the coolest Tomcat footage, at least RC, that I've seen in slow-mo. So there's raised burners in action in the Freewing F14. And Alex and James were there filming it at Knoll in the fall, I think it was. Or Joe Knoll, one of them. But yeah, you can see those burners rolling around. So 240 frames per second this was filmed at, and you know, and that way you can kind of really slow it down and get the action of everything. So all the lights were flashing and stuff. So yeah, this was a good video, man, that James did there at Motion RC. So pretty awesome. It just shows off the airplane well. And I got 2 demos in, so they put both demos in the video, so we were able to kind of see all that and as it went out and stuff. So yeah, check that out. So all right, guys, let me get back to the live deal here. Let me get rid of that. And let's see what's happened. Let's see all who's here. So, let's see. Probably, what else do we got here? It's one of the best F14. Yeah. Well, James said, he goes, "Hey, I want the best F14 video ever." He goes, "So, Rich, I want to film you." I said, "Okay, let's do it." You know, and so I think he got that. I think he's pretty happy with it. We got some good stuff of it. So, let's see. What else we got? Paul Danton's here. Let's see what he says. Gotta go, guys. Do my chores and pick up new planes. Great live stream. Thanks, Paul, for coming. White paint is the key, Ray. That's it. So come down to Tokoroa sometimes. It's John T's talking to, I guess Paul and John T are from New Zealand there. So I did that with mine too. Guniac. Yeah, let's see. Cool. John flew mine. Let's see, Rotor Masher, it says, "Cool, John, I flew mine on large 3-blade and it was about 100 amps, okay. What do you think about the HFFT 16 EDF jet planes? Let me know, I'm not sure what that meant. Oh, HSD. Let's see, John, well, I used to fly HSD stuff a lot when Banana Hobby was carrying them, but they always had problems with the factory, and, you know, they got spar issues and all kinds of other things. I actually sold off all my HSD stuff because, you know, the aerofoam stuff, they're just making them better. So, you know, where the HSD stuff, they're They're gluing in servos, stripping them down, making them a little more expensive. They're nice planes. They're not bad planes. It's just that I just feel like Aerofoam's just making them a lot better, and kind of I'm going with that. I'm sticking with them. So the 1605 millimeter EDF, I'm not sure which one that is. But anyway, so I just think the Aerofoam's built better, like I said. Well, I'll tell you a true story too. I went down to the whatchamacallit there, to Imperial RC months back, and I was selling some of my HSD airplanes off. Sold a Super Viper to Jeff Hughes, and he went and flew it that day, and I saw him fly it. And next day at the event, I came back and said, "Hey, you flew it. How'd you like it?" He goes, "Oh, I liked it. I sold it though." I go, "What?" He goes, "Well, I saw you fly the Aerofoam L39." He said, and he goes, "I sold it right away, and I ordered the L39, the Aerofoam." He goes, "It's just a much better plane." He goes, but the guy he sold it to was learning, and that's what the Super Viper HSD is kind of good for, is kind of learning to fly, because it's kind of a floater plane. But true story, he's like, yeah, he's going to stick with Aerofoam, so he's pretty happy with it. So, but anyway, all right, guys, we are, I think I'm going to close it out. I want to thank everyone again for coming. Let me look at the stats here so we can hopefully leave with we got some good numbers here. 35 guys here again, not bad for a Thursday. Guys are working, 1,100 concurrents, 60, actually we had 68 max, almost 70 guys at the peak of a Thursday afternoon while people are still at work. So not too bad. So once again, guys, I want to thank everyone for coming. Please share my videos. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't seen it already. Hit the like button, please. Share everything. Use my links in the description to purchase, because if you do, it supports the channel without costing you guys a dime. And our channel's free for you guys. I'm bringing the good information for you so you guys can benefit from it. So anyway, guys, all right, that is it. Again, Banana Hobby, Diamond, 105 millimeter 12 cell. Check it out at Banana Hobby, and I'll let you all go. There's cool stuff coming to Banana Hobby, so check it out. More and more is coming. So, all right, guys. Thanks again. I'm gonna kind of sign off here. Fred Cat says bye. Rotomaster cheers all. And once again, guys, stay tuned. More videos are coming. So we appreciate you watching RC Informer. As always, guys, see y'all next time.